racing drone. Normally we're talking like 3 or 4 minutes. It has some huge 10-inch props on here. Unfortunately, we got 4 props, so we do not want to crash this straight off the bat because we want to put it through its paces. We've got some, it's running on 6s, some 900 kV motors right here. I'll put all like those texts and specs, a little pop-up or a link or something should be there. You can choose your own options. One thing to mention, it does have an XT90 connector, which is almost unheard of because normally we've got like XT30s or XT60s jumping up to an XT90. I had to like butcher an old power supply service to get this and make a little adapter to get that flying. A big VTX in there, so it should be pumping out some nice clear video for us. It is just of course analog, and we've got ELRS in the back. There is GPS options, but that's really not what I'm interested in. I want to go have some fun with this, see if we can get it up to that 150 km/h mark that it recommends, and fingers crossed we don't have an accident, because I did some little test hovering with this and it is scary. Like when this starts to spool up, you need to take this drone seriously. So let's go do that in the field right now. We're going to meet up with Stickman Steve, and fingers crossed we get this back, or at least we have a fun adventure. So let's go do it with the world's largest FPV racing drone in 3, 2, 1. Radio out here in the field with this bad boy, can barely lift it. The 10-inch, we're gonna go have some fun with it, but I need to do some testing first because I gotta say, it's scary. Like, I don't want this thing to explode. We're gonna see how many amps we can give it, see what Stickman and Steve thinks he's in the background as well, and then take it on a real adventure. All right, let's do it.
Oh, we're gonna be neighbors.
Yeah, I'm about to file my LLC. What's with all the hands?
I'm getting a hand from LegalZoom. They handle my legal stuff, so I
that
handle
one
my
out.
house.
But why? There's so many smart
I think I want to give the president a little bit of benefit out.
You need an
Just saying that,
LLC
okay,
and
I think everybody gets
Every
it.
business
Like
is
he would agree.
different. LegalZoom helps you figure out the best way to start yours.
Orange rate in U.S. election. But why do I
I'm opening up a kickboxing
now?
gym.
For a legal hand to form your business, visit LegalZoom.
John, listen,
What if you could make a song using only your voice? Let's start with the drums. I'm gonna hit drums and click cover. Yes. This is good. Okay, perfect. I feel like the song needs a rhythm guitar. Dun, 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 dun. Changing it to guitar, and I'm gonna type in rhythm guitar. Okay, I like this track. I'm gonna copy it to the main. All right, now we're adding some bass. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's click on bass, and I'm gonna just click cover. Yes, I like this. Okay, good. All right, adding a synth for the chorus. Pulsing ambient synth. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna copy the synth to the main track. Let's add a shaker. I'm going to click on percussion, and here I'm just typing in shaker. Let's add this to main track. Now let's put it all together, and I'm gonna say, absolutely unexpected.
It's such a paper rate. Take it safer, be serious about it. Bring the documents. Maybe it's like you absolutely, but do it. Don't do it. You really value the vote. Do it. Make it grab your teeth. Make it put it off. But no, if you want to fly, you gotta have it in the it can be done. So I think the president's going to talk about it. Use that. Wedge the lever here to maybe pressure the center, kind of come back to the table. I don't think the votes are there, as you said, John. There was a watered down say that, perhaps, but the bill is currently existing in the past. That's what we want to focus on, and that needs to focus on. So at this point, I think talking about how you can make the Americans to their body, things if we could have adult conversations about all of it, that would be good. I think that's one of the problems right now that you can't do that, especially on elections for us up to President Trump. But a lot of the Secretary of State can't like that, and they say 15.5 weeks for election day, you can't be changing things out. Technically, you're the Democrats are changing. But if you pick up the Washington Post today, reaffirmation of overseeing poll after poll after poll after poll. The president's approval rating is in the 30s. The Post poll also.
All right, so I've just taken this thing off, and it is jittery, jumping all over the place, and I feel like it is windy. But I feel like that is a representation of a larger group. They definitely feel windy a little bit higher. Probably like zero throttle almost, or like it feels like about 20% throttle. I'm going to go for a faster little cruise. You can hear the thing, and I'm getting jumpy video all over the place. Video is fine in terms of reception for analog. I'm going to come to a cruise by, and you see why I was kind of scared hovering it. So this one's got like a 3-watt crazy long-range VTX. We're not running it at those. If it goes good, fingers crossed, or else we'll see what happens. Ready? Well, it didn't break. It's given me some confidence. I definitely need more camera tilt. All right, I'm going to focus on the drone a little bit for the review before we go have some fun. So it's jumping all over the place. It's not really pleasurable to fly. It says it can lift a lot, like the 10-inch and a couple of kilos right here. And it is crazy windy in the background, so it's definitely going to be having an effect on this. It feels large too in terms of like cornering. I don't know who this is suited for, like what sort of missions. Missions might be the word here. You need a very specific role that you want this to fill. I'm going to go a little bit further. I mean, I'm on 3.4 volts per cell, so it doesn't suffer much. 3.5. Video is fine. I'm going to start bringing in because my flight times haven't been that long.
You would say what?
And already I feel like this battery voltage is
And by the
struggling.
way, I think those days over, and I would agree that I'm certain there are many folks in the White House.
I'll have to check the DVR and see what a TATICAL voltage
You need
was.
to think those kind of affordability. Get them out the road, get it to the all around state, and find out that you actually went on. But today we are going to have reports out there that you've got some of the
It's
electric
scary, man. I'm going to hand it over and see what you think.
around it. Some of it is this one under there's crazy things for one thing. There's a core group that's going to tell them what they want to hear. They back them on this. They agree with them on it, but I'm sure most of it, like, while they don't do that.
But I don't know if we really need that. Yeah, it's meant to be flying much longer. Like that's a 3,800, I believe. Yeah, 3,300. You'd think you get better flight times than that. We'll check on the other battery. Yeah. Steve, here we are, the 10-inch. What's your first thoughts? You didn't see it in the air, but we've had nothing like it, so this is going to be quite interesting.
Is there anything that would be accessible? How do you do it?
Yeah, that's a 7-inch, and that makes that this is so much bigger than that. Yes.
Absolutely nuts. I do like the look of it. It looks cool. It looks kind of prowly. Very
Talking,
intimidating.
Yes. What about the punch out? What did it look like in that punch out? Did it look screamy or not really? Or, yeah.
On itself. If it's really for 26, I mean, that's what 26 we're going to do.
Didn't seem like
Yep.
You know, that's from the very beginning, and we're going to get it into the second. So that's the ask and get it and thank you. And it's continuing to support the source of getting going. So it's right now.
not crazy.
Okay.
Crazy speeds.
All right. Well, they reckon you can get 150 kilometers,
What?
and they said 45 minutes flight time.
With what battery?
I don't know. Like I would be amazed with any battery.
Yeah. So what was that, 2.5?
Yeah, something like that. We'll check it on this next battery, just in case maybe that was a dud lipo. So we have two. So we'll see how we go. Steve, so your battery voltage is okay on this one?
24.7. Pretty much brand new. Well, this battery's never been in the air.
Yep.
See how long this one lasts.
Okay, let's do it. So we're on it. I can hear one of those props like whirring, and we've been very gentle on it.
It's got a lot of vibration.
Yes.
Another thing too, I was prepared for that when we built the 7-inch, but that thing's smooth as butter.
Yep.
This first impressions, yes, very slow. Battery voltage already sagged to 3.6.
They're big motors on there.
They are, yeah. But
Yeah, look, we should say that it has an XT90 that we're adapting to an XT60, but this battery still should not be sagging that much.
Right now.
But come and give me a punch out. Because you feel like you're just cruising it at the moment. It always looks like it's not going to pull up. Okay. Yeah, okay, come a bit closer. I know, it's scary, isn't it?
and it's so all over the place.
Okay, I'm ready. Oh, man. Go. Okay.
Right now,
I feel like it's going to burst into flames when I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's not as much as you.
They did something again.
Yeah, very slow.
They fucking touched something. They fucking running smoothly again like butter.
Oh, it's you! Mr. Owl, why do chameleons change color?
Because they're enjoying every delicious and chewy flavor of Tootsie Roll. So, how do you pick a favorite flavor? Let's find out.
How do you pick a favorite flavor of Tootsie Roll? The world may never know.
Precision cutting only happens when you start with Precision Builds. This is the Crossfire XR CNC plasma table. And before it cuts its first part in your shop, our knowledgeable team in our Houston production facility makes sure every...
Please, something. It'll smooth like butter, and y'all fucking touch something.
Visual confirmation on hostile heavy armor bearing west.
Did something, man, because this shit was running smooth.
We now hold more objectives. Secure our defenses. Our troops are attacking Delta. Be advised, the enemy has secured more objectives. Let's strike back. Objective Delta is under control. Move to attack the marked objective. Hostile forces are still controlling the fight. Break their hold.
Drop it down to medium if that's what it takes. But that wasn't an issue before. We was in the same setting.
I mean, a low RPM cruiser, yeah, maybe.
Is that a big maybe? Because would you take this over your normal 7-inch?
Nah, definitely not. Oh my God, I don't like this.
Now, when it comes in for a land, how's your battery time going?
3.6 per cell still, but I'm not doing anything.
No, you were just cruising. It always looks like it's not going to pull up. It looks like it's hard to fight, isn't it? It doesn't want to change direction. It's loud.
Oh my God, yeah.
What happened then? Okay.
That's already flashing my battery constantly.
All right, bring it in.
Yeah, right.
I've got you your arm switch, okay? So you just get close and I'll... Okay, I'm going to go and unplug and then come back. Let me stop your DVR. Just to mention too, these props, they're not bent. They haven't had any nicks. There's been no crashes.
100% brand new.
Yeah. All right, Steve.
Oh, right, brand new.
So what did you say when I ran over to get that? I heard you in the background.
So yuck.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Let's put that there.
Yeah, sure. It's unplugged, so it's safe now. We can probably take that battery off and stuff. Did you like it?
Not one bit.
Yep.
Not one bit.
Would you go out and buy this?
No, definitely not.
Yep. So it is about $200 and something.
So it's budget.
No, maybe $280. So it's getting close. Yeah.
It is a budget.
Absolutely.
For that size.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the arms, the length of the arms obviously going to affect it a bit. But even if it had good video, I feel how hot that motor is.
Yeah.
That's not good at all.
Definitely the tuning is out of whack too.
Yeah, so even if it had video, I don't know if that's just the vibrations or the motors.
Yeah, I don't even think digital would save it. Yep.
No, it wouldn't. The experience is not pleasant at all.
Yes.
Nah.
All right. Well, see, what I wanted to do. I'm glad we tested this here because I want to do some real mountain cruising and have some fun. I don't want to do that with this. Like, if we took this to where I was originally planning, it's not going to work.
No, definitely not. You can't gauge.
There's like 3 minutes.
Proximity.
Yeah, but also like 3 minutes of flying when it said 45 minutes with flight time.
LiPo packs there we can join together, but I don't know that you bother, would you?
Yeah, this is already, it's using about 1,000 milliamps a minute. So that's not crazy flying as well. So
I'm not a fan of it.
Were you scared of it?
If you're trying to stay lean and jacked and athletic from the comfort of your own home, I have something game-changing to show you. This piece behind me, it's called the Speediance Gym Monster 2, and yes, it lives up to the name. So on today's episode of Live Lean TV, I'm sharing
We didn't have any problems
Gym Monster 2
for days, and all of a sudden we got fucking shenanigans.
May actually be the piece of home gym equipment that finally gets me to cancel my gym membership. So let's get into the review. So first off, the Speediance Gym Monster 2 shows up fully assembled in one package. No hour-long setup. Just roll it in, plug it in, and start training. Yup, it's foldable, space-saving, has built-in wheels, and fits into your life without taking over your house. The built-in exercise library is massive, and yes, it's fully customizable. So whether you're chasing hypertrophy, strength, or athletic performance, it adjusts.
Oh, shenanigans.
One of my favorite features is this Bluetooth ring. You can adjust your weight on the fly and start or stop your set.
Shenanigans, Brody.
Back to the screen. It's a vibe. Now check this out. It also has an AI coach with velocity-based training. This means during your Speediance workout, the machine adapts to your speed and form to help you maximize every single rep. It's like having a strength coach built into the machine. One of my favorite features that you can't get with traditional barbells, dumbbells, and cable machines are the 4 smart weight modes. Standard mode, which is just like your traditional lift, using dumbbells or barbells where the weight is the same on the way up and way down. Eccentric mode, which creates more resistance during...
I was scared I was going to run into stuff.
Okay, I was scared of it coming near us.
Yeah, when you were flying, I was a bit...
Turn off preview.
It scares me.
Yeah, right, that's how I feel as well. Yeah. So I'm glad we did some testing because I'm going to say I don't like it, and the mission that we had planned, it's not suitable.
No.
All right, who should get this?
Can't think of anyone.
There we go. All right, it's probably how I sort of feel too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
No, that's terrible, dude. I was so excited when you first turned up at your house. I saw it. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be a monster. This is gonna be cool.
Because I think it was that same week we'd just done the maiden flight on the 7-inch, and that was just like, wow, that blew me away.
I have to say, this feels like that flight experience of how it felt on the sticks and hard to control is the best representation I can give you on what FPV felt like in about 2016. You know, so like your 5 inches kind of, you know, you sort of had to fight them and get them around. That's almost like going back in time, so. All right, now look, I have to apologize to you guys, and this company should apologize to me because I feel like the things they said were flat out lies. I had all plans to go and do some big long range mountain climbing, cruising over the ocean, having a wicked time with this, getting those 45-minute flight times and getting the 150 kilometer per hour, I guess, screamer ripping through the air. This, it didn't deliver. We had a big LiPo on there. It had a heap of current pumping through it. Really, the motors were getting too hot anyway, so I don't know how much more juice we could have put through. It wasn't ridiculously fast. In terms of like lifting things, well, that's not really what I'm about when it comes to FPV. I'm going to say, don't get this. Like, if you enjoy FPV, if you enjoy flying around and having a fun hobby, this isn't for you. That's not who they've made this for. And to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed in myself because I don't know what I was expecting. I really thought I'd be able to have some fun missions with this, and when I was reading those things of like, yeah, big screamer going through the air, 150 k's per hour, 45-minute flight times. That sounds good. I'm getting like barely 3 to 4 minutes on here, and even if we put on some really big batteries, really efficient, like Li-ion batteries or something, there's no way you're going to be getting 45 minutes, and the speeds, they would be even slower than that, especially if you're going to be carrying something. So unfortunately for me, the best part about this drone is me. You know what, like, I don't know, I'm just going to give it a thumbs down. So I didn't like it, Jim didn't like it, and if you're into FPV, this is not a video for you. However, this one definitely is on the complete flip side. This is 100 times more fun than a big hunk of slow-moving.
Years ago, our country was dead. Now, we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. America is respected like we have never been respected before. We have more money being invested in the United States than at any time in the history of our country. More Americans are working today than ever. This week it was announced that in the largest mine in more than 6 years. Reported in times. We accepted the less than 6 years. The tax cuts in our great big, the beautiful bill are saving hardworking families thousands and thousands of dollars. Like with the provisions, no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our great seniors, along with the interest deduction on a loan used to purchase a car, but only if that car is made in America and at 100% expensing for job-creating businesses. Our stock markets are at their highest point in many years, but we can actually say a long time. And your 401ks, pensions, and retirement.
Right there, that's what I mean when I was asking about the 401k.
For years, we paid the highest price for prescription drugs anywhere in the world. Now we pay the lowest price under my most favored nations policy, because I was able to get the rest of the world and the pharmaceutical companies to act responsibly. Drug prices are coming down by 70, 80, and 90%. TrumpRx.gov. This will ultimately reduce the cost of healthcare. You have to go to TrumpRx.gov and take advantage of it. But the cost of healthcare is coming way down because of what we've done with prescription drugs. With Trump accounts, every child in America now has access to a tax-free investment account to save for their future. Billions and billions of dollars are being invested, put in by companies and individuals to take care of our children so that at age 18 they will have potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars in their account. They'll get off to a great start in life. So for that, go to TrumpAccounts.gov and sign up your child or each of our previously licensed teams. Transform into the most secure borders in the history of our country, with zero illegal aliens being admitted to the United States in the past 14 months. That is zero. Nobody thought it was possible. We have the worst border in the history of our country, and now we're the best. Crime is plummeting nationwide with the murder rate at its lowest level since 1900, or more than 125 years ago. We're making a record investment in our armed forces, and we have the strongest and most powerful military anywhere in the world. I built it during my first term, and unfortunately, we're forced to use it now. We won in Venezuela, which is now working with us to produce millions and millions of barrels of oil. We are likewise winning big in Iran, and we'll see the roots of that record very, very shortly. America is back and doing really well, but we still have a major challenge that must be urgently addressed, because no country can be great without fair and honest elections. You have to trust your country, because if there can be no trust, there can be no greatness, and that's very simple. No trust, no greatness. For many years, that called for bold, swift, and decisive action to protect the integrity of America's elections. Every American deserves to know that when they cast their vote, that vote will be counted accurately in a system, and that is to make that system secure. One where cheating and interference are not just difficult, but virtually impossible. Unfortunately, the system we have today falls catastrophically short of that standard. Tonight, I'm announcing the immediate declassification and release of critical intelligence revealing shocking vulnerabilities in our election infrastructure. This evidence shows that the election system we have dangerously exposes like levels never thought possible. The hacking, exploitation, and foreign interference. Just as disturbingly, this vital information has for many years been covered up and hidden from you. The American people are beautiful, are great American people. But that all changes right now. The documents we will release starting tonight have been gathered by the White House Government Transparency Task Force, a great group of people, along with the staff of the President's Intelligence Advisory Board, supported by our top intelligence agency chiefs, who have all personally reviewed the findings we are presenting this evening and fully confirmed their authenticity. You can see these documents for yourself at whitehouse.gov. That's whitehouse.gov. Don't shake it out.
Yeah, right, but you ain't saying where though.
Disclosure
Last something.
to weaken confidence in election, but to
Can't do these.
confronting vulnerabilities and correcting them very, very quickly, and that's what we're doing. The documents cover 5 major areas of concern. First, they show that over a period of years, starting during the 2020 election cycle, the People's Republic of China what is the largest mass election in history. So the Chinese president 120 million U.S. voters. Information includes names, addresses, phone numbers, political voting preferences, and other sensitive data that would be needed to register to vote, engage in other nefarious activities, which is exactly what's happening. This data loss presents an unprecedented election security nightmare. The intelligence even shows that China signed an exploitation unit specifically to this new project. The second set of documents we are releasing reveals that members of the deep state, during things we could people, our intelligence agency want to actively suppress, downplay information about the extent of China's sinister election meddling, covering it up from both the president and the American people like nobody thought was possible. U.S. spy agencies began learning about the compromise of voter registration files in 2020, when they discovered that tens of millions of voter data, think of that, tens of millions of voters' data in 18 states have been bought, stolen, or hacked by China. Yet those responsible for sounding the alarm instead kept the information secret and hidden. They did not disclose to me as president or to anyone else, and to the best of our knowledge, they did not inform Congress. In fact, all they kept saying is, this is the most secure election in the history of the country. A standard very pat line that was did have to say. The cover-up of this colossal security breach is even more disturbing in light of the additional information showing that China engaged in other election-related activities to undermine our first administration and our 2020 campaign. They did not want, and they just didn't want it. They fought like not to have Donald Trump to win, and for good reason. That is the documents we are releasing to the CIA reporting explicitly stated, and I quote, in mid-2018, the Chinese Communist Party's policy was to launch all domestic and foreign elements that were opposed to the U.S. president in an effort to reduce the U.S. president's votes and make it easy for the business re-election. Isn't that nice? Also, in mid-2018, China was working to influence the results of the U.S. midterm elections, relating the results of the 2020 presidential elections. Separately, in mid-2019, the Chinese government's strategy against the United States was focused on undermining domestic confidence in the U.S. president. And to just make, like the president wasn't so hot when the president was doing a great job, and they did everything possible to do it.
Doesn't matter which one goes where.
With U.S. dollars, to influence U.S. business leaders to turn against the president of the United States of America. The Chinese government sought to identify U.S. journalists who had reported negatively on the U.S. president and gave them large sums of money to write more negative articles about him. Many as they could, and they didn't care what they said. The Chinese government wanted U.S. president to lose the next election, and the reason they wanted me to lose is because they knew I was to be charged at billions and billions of dollars worth of tariffs and built the strongest military anywhere in the world. We have the strongest military anywhere in the world. These are exact quotes from the CIA reporting. The name of the person doing the quote is now under review, but it gets even worse. Raw intelligence obtained by the FBI in 2020, yet buried by rogue bureaucrats that live in China's activity. People included in the temple get back to a legal people in the damn thing. Put it up or something. Put it in the century. Significant water there. The antenna's on.
And tighten this down. That'll hold the antenna connector down so that it won't pop off. So
intelligence analysts admitted that they were, quote, deliberately massaged. Regarding Chinese sectors. So it's like rotation was running a single government, unquote. Keep intelligence about China's election relates from becoming known and to keep it away from the other parties that perceive the motivations to be blatantly other. You found significant fiction, and this is a group of names for used to destroy information. By listening without the saying about it. It's supposed to be supposed to be at a different level by different people incinerated and checked. But you never we have about these but rather to aggressive confidence of the people that was supposed to burn them. The findings are stunning. Today I'm asking the Office of the Director of National Institute of Cooperative Justice, the FBI, to investigate how and why such crucial information was hidden. The criminals involved in the cover-up and criminal charges if appropriate against these people. Racial and China, no way to begin.
So go check out his channel, and he has tons of videos on YouTube, everything regarding quads, everything like that. I'm not going to show that because it's going to take up too much time. We're going to go to the flights. We're going to see just how it flies. We're going to test the GPS rescue function. That's why there's a GPS on here. And we're going to see how this walk snail system looks with this camera.
People within our government knew that. Tonight we're publishing a series of previously classified U.S. intelligence community assessments and other reports proving that our government has long known these machines are extremely exposed to attack. One assessment states we judge that the United States adversaries, including the minimum Russia, China, Iran, and North Korea, as well as non-state groups, have the capability to compromise U.S. election infrastructure. Unquote. But that's some statement is made by supposedly great patriots of our country. The document goes on to further state that, quote, we assess that centralized election-related data repositories, such as voter registration databases, poll books, and other official election websites, and use this to be election systems within the States of America. Tonight we're releasing all of those findings and spanning from January 2020 to June 2026. This is a cyber threat aimed at the very heart of our democracy. Many people have questioned whether it could actually be possible to electronically manipulate vote totals or change election results on these terrible machines. Today we are releasing documents that show the CIA obtained reporting of a specific plot to do a big number in favor of the corrupt Maduro regime in Venezuela. And that's exactly what is conspiring to digitally rig their own country's elections in 2020, and that's what they did. This reporting included precise details about methods to regime develop to digitally alter vote totals in ways that could not be detected even with an audit done. They want this intelligence underscores why we must take urgent action to ensure that the system can never be hacked or compromised like it was in the past. The one set of documents reveals that even when significant evidence is detected,
today for our test flight, we're doing a couple different test flights. The first one is just going to be just general flight, kind of freestyle, see how the quad reacts, make sure if there's no funky triggers, just weird PID tuning issues or anything like that.
Michigan State Police raided the Democrat in the border and and we're so concerned by what they found. They were so concerned they couldn't believe that they contacted the FBI and the documents state that some innocent admitted to the FBI agents simply signed voter registration forms of other people's names, submitted fraudulent registration forms that did not exist, received gift cards tied to the number of applications that they produced. In other words, it was and cheap. The FBI agents working on the case believe that crimes were committed near the Biden Department of Justice home walking investigation that killed them. Tonight, I'm asking the FBI director to
So that seems to be something that I think would help a lot of people. Anyway, with all that out of the way, let's get into the first flight here. Just kind of a general test flight. So just getting this thing set up here. Ready to go. How's my hair look? Does it look good? Okay. I'm getting some fogging in the goggles pretty much right away. So a lot of fogging.
Well, registered to voting for all of that. Since Democrat states that voters declare their voter file, the real number is actually much higher than that. Yeah. Even limited analysis found more than 250,000 foreigners illegally registered to vote. Put together, these disclosures reveal an election system so broken and so vulnerable that no one can possibly defend it. It is not defensible. Hundreds of millions of U.S. voter files are in the hands of foreign governments. Our machines and ballot counting systems are exposed to hacking, manipulation, and corruption. China and other countries have been trying to meddle in our elections. Evidence of fraud has been buried. Hundreds of thousands of non-citizens and dead people are listed active on the voter rolls, and yet we still have elections with no voter ID, no proof of citizenship, and tens of millions of ballots floating aimlessly through the mail. There's one example of the insanity in California's recent election. Mayor of LA and governor was held on June 2nd, a long time ago, but it was just completed a few days ago on July 10th. Think of that, much more than 1 month. Go on to count the votes. I wonder what they were doing. This is worse than any third world country. There's no third world country that has elections like we have. In a rare move, NBC and ABC Fake News have both said that they would not cover this speech. They knew what it was about because of the fact that they don't like the topic, because they know how corrupt our system is and they don't want to reveal it. They and others in the media are part of a plot. They want to continue this fraud for whatever reason. They want to keep it going. They want to protect the radical left. They can't have a great country. That's true. You can't have a great country without free and fair elections. Fraud like this should mean a revocation of their licenses. They use our public multi-billion-dollar in value airways for absolutely no money. They pay nothing. And what we want is honesty in the elections and honesty in reporting. They pay nothing for multi-billion-dollar. Since great damage has been done to our country, our elections were left vulnerable to being rigged and stolen, and the trust of the American people was lost. It can be allowed to continue. Every American, whether you're a Republican, Democrat, Independent, or otherwise, to be able to agree that we deserve the most secure, honest, and fair election system anywhere in the world. Secure elections should be really, we should be together. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, everybody. And it should not be a partisan issue. Yeah, it's a cause to unite us, not to divide us. We should be a cause. We should be united. Yes, not divided. In light of the brand new and irrefutable information that I have revealed tonight, my administration is in the process of notifying the states whose election data was compromised by the People's Republic of China and many others. We will be working closely to mitigate any harm, and we're taking swift action to ensure that sensitive voter data is better protected so we can never be bought, we can never be hacked, and we can never be one-sided over American again. Tomorrow, the Secretary of Homeland Security will hold a briefing to outline the department's recent work confirming cyber vulnerabilities in our electronic voting systems. They are bad. We're in the process of informing governors, senators, and members of Congress of potential issues in their states. We started to navigate the alliances to so many states, and we are committed to fix it. And we're also committed to be working with those states and open jurisdictions to help them fix and finish known technical vulnerabilities before the midterm election. The midterm elections coming up, and they're using information to enable people to know voters to notify every state of citizens when they're employed.
That was weird.
Ineligible voters, but those. But most importantly, addressing this crisis. election security demands that Congress must pass the same American Act. Easy is that to do unless you want to cheat. What do you want to cheat? Because the policies are so bad. I mean, candidates are so
That was weird.
you can't get away and can't get over to the other way. It's landmark bill, requires that all voters must show real voter ID. How simple is that? Every voter brings voter ID. All voters must provide proof of citizenship. Are you citizen of our country?
Seems to be okay.
And hopefully there will be no corrupt mail-in ballots, which if you watch California and so many other places, mail-in ballots are inherently corrupt.
There we go.
So you would have no mail-in ballots except for illness, disability, military deployment, or travel if you're going away, business, or vacation. These reforms are urgently needed to strengthen the buildings and mentioned. All Americans, I ask you to pick up your vote tomorrow for your representatives in the House and Senate and demand with reforms to save American Act without the together we will restore faith and confidence in the country. We will be bigger and stronger than ever before. Thank you. God bless you and for the sponsor, military. God bless America. Thank you very much.
For maybe like a minute or two now. I'm going to unplug it, power everything on.
President Trump is in his presidential address from the White House, which is short after admittance of Japan, touting accomplishments in the economy, proving on border security, and largely focused on the declassified documents.
Mostly correct. All right, so we're just going to go out here a ways, and I'm going to do it low to the ground. Okay, real quick, I did want to let you guys know, as far as the OSD is concerned, I'm using a third-party software to overlay the OSD because it does not record in the Goggle DVR natively. So some of the OSD elements are a little off. Right there, we've got average cell voltage, that's correct. Just below that, amps, how many amps I'm pulling, that's correct. Below that, the milliamp hour, how many milliamps I pulled, that's correct. Below that is total distance during the flight. Below that, altitude right there. And then at the bottom, we've got my radio output and then total flight time. On the upper right there, you've got how many satellites, you've got 17. Below that, this one says milliamp hour KM and it has a battery symbol. I'm not sure why. That's actually my miles per hour. Below that is our distance from home. That's how far away we are from the takeoff point. The arrow on this doesn't update correctly. It doesn't point the right way. It does in my goggles when I'm flying, but for some reason it's not working on here. That's all right. And then we have link quality and RSSI DBM under that. So it's a good idea when you're first testing to do it low to the ground. And that way, if it decides to just disarm, it's not going to hurt the quad. 18 sats, we're about 500 feet away from home, and GPS rescue is on. It's coming back, doing good. It's a little low, but that's okay. I'm going to shut it off here.
Danger.
Okay, I'm not really sure what happened with that, so that was cool. I think I disarmed by accident. Let's try that again. That was my fault. It did work though. Okay, we're good. All right, quad seems fine. Again, we're gonna go out a little ways. I'm gonna do it a little higher this time. Okay, we're about 500 feet out, and GPS. So it's coming up, turning. There we go, it's coming back.
With 2 kids and busy schedules, you gotta find a win. And Dick's new Scorecard Plus membership is an easy W.
For $99 a year, you get over $350 in benefits.
It pays for itself with $100 in annual bonus rewards, free shipping every day, and more. Join Scorecard Plus.
Puerto Rico ignites the spirit you buried.
ladders, and free restraint. Dance. Awaken your senses. Discover Puerto Rico.
Very nice. Looking good. I'm not going to let it land on its own. So yeah, that was the problem the first time, is that I was actually disarmed when I turned GPS off, and that's why it fell to the ground. But yeah, it seems to be working good. I am running Betaflight 4.4.3 or whatever the latest is, and I've noticed that the GPS rescue on here compared to like 4.3 whatever, this is much better. It makes coordinated turns correctly, and it's great. Okay, so now we're a bit further out. GPS. They're roughly 1,000 feet out. See how it makes those pitched forward kind of like nice corrective turns? It looks good. It's doing exactly what I've set it to. About 35 miles an hour is what I've set it to. It's cruising back, no problem. It probably would land on its own if I let it, but I'm not going to. I just don't trust it, and if I was gonna let it land on its own, I would do this in the grass, not, you know, not in the parking lot here. But okay, yeah, so I mean, it's working really good. GPS rescue seems to work fantastically. Seems to work really good. Now we're getting some mushy screen stuff here. We are kind of flying by like a Wi-Fi antenna tower, so there's that. Oops, sorry lady, didn't see you there. So let's try this. Let's go like this. Mid-turn or something. See, it automatically corrects and starts coming back. So I'll explain more of this in my GPS rescue tutorial video, but I've set things up to where as soon as I hit GPS rescue, it automatically goes into angle mode right away and punches up. That way, if you're mid-turn or something, it'll automatically level out right away. And that's part of, you know, like I said, how I set it up for GPS rescue, and I will go more in depth, you know, in that video. There we go. This isn't the best GoPro mount. I typically, you know, this is mounted with just this single bolt design. On my actual freestyle quad, I have like a full cage design. That way there's no chance of it ever, you know, moving back and forward. With these, they're kind of made more for like kind of cinematics where you're not doing too much crazy stuff. You know, this isn't going to survive well in a crash. There's no protection for the GoPro, and it's going to flop back and forth every time you have a little bump or a landing that's a little off. So isn't the greatest, but for what we're doing, it works fine. I'm just having it on there for like an extra view, camera view for you guys. All right, so I think that worked out really well, actually. We did a few tests. Every time it was spot on. It came back to me quickly, precisely, at the exact speed that I set it for. No issues there. And as you can see at the end, when it pitches back really hard, it starts to come down like it's wants to land on its own. But like I said, we're not gonna do that today. I just wanted to make sure the GPS rescue stuff works as far as this flight test for the build video goes, so you guys can see that. But in my next video, we're gonna be focusing on strictly just GPS rescue settings and how to set that up, how to install the GPS correctly. And in that video, I will do some auto landing, see how it does, and I'll show you the differences. Right now, like I said, I'm on beta flight 4.4.3, so the latest version, and it seems to be way better than 4.3. whatever. It just seems more precise in its turns and the way it's doing its thing. But yeah, I think it flies really well. Other than that weird flipping thing that happened. I appreciate you guys checking out the video. I think it turned out well. If you have any questions about the build or GPS stuff or anything like that, let me know down in the comment section. I reply to pretty much every comment because my channel is fairly small, and so thankfully I'm able to do that. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'll get back to you. Like the video, subscribe if you want to see more. I'm gonna have more videos, probably more build videos, like I said, GPS rescue stuff. I've got a bunch of videos for the future. So if you like what I do here on this channel, I would appreciate the subscribe and hit the like button. It helps out the channel a lot, more than you know, especially me being a small YouTuber. I really appreciate you guys. I think we just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's huge for me. I mean, I honestly never thought I'd get anywhere near even like 500. So hitting 1,000 subs is awesome. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys, and stick around. I'll see you guys in the next video.
Codex can be such a lifesaver on busy days. It's not only amazing at building things, Codex is also a great partner for everything else at work. For any task, it connects to all my favorite tools, and it knows when to pull from my issues, my emails, or from the hundreds of threads I have to catch up on. And the best part is, Codex can be proactive with automations. It runs common tasks for me in the background at a specific cadence. So I now wake up every day to what's most important and exciting to me, and I let Codex deal with all the busy work like addressing comments on my PRs every hour. Codex keeps all of the context for me, and I really can't work without it anymore.
When stink lingers, use Lysol Air Sanitizer.
Thanks for your baby.
Airspace is clear. Pilots are free to engage.
There's a hostile vehicle operating east of your current position. Hostiles have armed an explosive on Charlie. Okay, I have eyes on an enemy vehicle, very east. We've defused the explosive on objective Charlie.
was really hard to see like some like little girl hurting St. Jude touches the lives of so many kids. And so even though current prognosis is still theory, we have a lot of hope. Matters but where you go, the one more statements you make out is like worry. Hi, Daddy. St. Jude. Hi, Daddy. It's St. Jude. I'm here at St. Jude now.
Alright, I can confirm an enemy helo operating in your area.
First of all,
we have eyes on the enemy helo.
Explosive device in enemy hands. Intercept immediately.
I spotted a hostile helicopter.
LCs are not for getting money. You're supposed to be getting money. LLCs are for risky things like construction. That's dangerous. Somebody said, I'm crying. I'm trying to be, let me build. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, listen. LLCs are for like transportation. LLCs are for dangerous things, like trucking. Trucks are you never see trucks get in trouble, but you know how serious a truck is. I'm talking about thousands and thousands, 100,000 pounds. But you never see them in trouble. Hats off to my truckers, right? They were sitting on the side of the road, mind their business, just going down the road. You know? But that's for dangerous things, or like a doctor. That's an LLC or an LLP. A doctor will go in and say, hey, you know what? They're gonna sue you. Why? The doctor say, because you messed up when you operated. Well, I'm an LLC. I'm limited liability. You ain't getting nothing from me. That is limited liability. So banks don't lend to everything. Okay? So we want to know the data points, who they lend to and who they don't. All right? So LLCs are like the dangerous things, but like real estate and stuff like that. Right? So you don't want to go in with something that the bank doesn't like. So first thing I want you to do is I want you to go in on Google and I want you to look up SIC codes, SIC codes. SIC codes that banks like and SIC codes that banks do not like. And look on Google and look at it and don't pick the ones they don't like. Like for instance, an LLC, a person's talking to a girl or a guy's talking to a guy. I don't care, ain't none of my business. I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm just saying, somebody talking to somebody. How about a gas station? And the guy's talking to the lady. He says, hey, you know, we've been talking a long time. You know, got a lot of synergy. Maybe we should exchange numbers. Okay, what's your number? Well, I want to let you know, I'm a straight up guy, and I want to let you know that I'm limited. You limited? What you mean you limited? What you mean you limited? Oh, and I also want to let you know what? As she pulls her phone back. What? I also got liability. You got an ankle bracelet on? The police after you? Your baby mama? What's going on? What you talking about? You didn't liability. Oh, I forgot I got to pick up my baby. 12 o'clock at night. Well, yeah, night school. Go. That's what the bank is going to say to you with your LLC. Limited liability. But don't you notice that they push LLCs everywhere, but they never tell you the one company that all the rich people are using to get money? The next thing is an S corporation. Hey man, I want to invest in your company. Well, you make money, I make money. Let's go. You lose money, I lose money. You know, let's go. Well, I don't want to.
You just move out, move out. They're on the move.
I got an S corp. That's perfect for that. If you don't have investors, why do you have an S corp? Why do you have an LLC? You want money. But nobody tells you the one that gets you money. Elon Musk, C Corporation. Citibank. Starbucks. Why do all these billion-dollar companies C corporations? And why don't anybody ever tell you online, get your C corporation now? Because you're trained workers. That is the one company that's made for getting money. C Corporation, Warren Buffett, Hathaway, come on now. Who said that? Aviator, come on now. Okay. So now, you understand the rules, so you go and duplicate the people who are making the money. Right? Duplicate the people making the money. Why you gonna walk in with an S corp or LLC? Look, you want money. LLC, you know how many people come in and say, I work for myself. What do you do? I'm self-employed. Seriously? So what you did was you stopped being employed by someone else, a worker working for somebody else. You stopped being employed by somebody else and then got a company and employed yourself. So now you are working for yourself. I'm self-employed. So you're employed by another company, and then you started a company, and now you are employed by the company you started. How many people tell you I'm self-employed? Wow. All you did was change one job for another job that has your name. We're not looking for work. We're not self-employed. We're businessmen, businesswomen, capitalists. And one of the things that we control is hair or marketing or whatever we're doing. Trucks. I don't drive trucks. I'm self-employed. I drive trucks.
Enemy explosive rings on Bravo.
You still working. We don't work. We get rich first, and then we pay people to work for us. We get money to do business. We don't do business and work to get money. Take the red pill, like the Matrix, and wake up.
Shalom, Israel.
Take the red pill or the blue pill. Blue pill, stay asleep. The red pill, you wake up. I'm on a Nebuchadnezzar. I didn't know. Morpheus.
Welcome
Morpheus
to the Yehudim Helping Hand Ministry of Georgia. I'm Yadana, Dance Murray, and Ranford Flemings is my Kohen of the National Yehudim Helping Hand Ministry of Hartville, Missouri. And tonight, we're going to bring in the fifth
you got your LLC,
the fifth moon. In Israel, we're going to buy these two motorcycles right here on the screen. These two motorcycles.
Get an LLC or S corporation,
the
so
new
you don't pay
moon
double taxation.
And the full
Who
moon.
cares?
And tonight,
does
the
Elon
new
Musk
moon
with
is
the C
arriving.
Corporation care
The
about double
all-black
taxation?
moon.
Does
The new moon.
Trump care about
And it's
the C
scientifically
Corp?
proven
Trump
that the
Towers
new moon
care
is
about
all
double?
black.
Does
It's not a slither alike.
Walmart, C
It's
Corporation,
all
does they
black.
care about double taxation? Why do
Only
you?
a solely
If you
eclipse,
find
eclipse can
$20
only
on the
happen
ground,
on the
put it
new
in your
moon
taxes.
and the full moon.
Because
These
now
two
they're
moon
going to
cycles,
give that
and if these two
record
moon
to
cycles
you
cease
to
to
take to the
exist,
bank and
Israel
say,
will
"Take
no
this to
longer be a
Alfred in the
nation.
bank,
And the
and see if the bank can give you more money
are back
'cause you
looking
paid
for
us."
those who been obedient to Yah.
See how
being
this
obedient
works?
to the spirit of Yah.
So they're teaching you all
These
wrong.
two moon cycles you follow.
You shoot
do not
yourself in
wait
the
for a
foot by
slither
not
of
paying
light.
taxes.
And the new moon come
The
in
bank is
at
your
1:45 a.m. So we have
Nobody
1
has
minute.
more money than the
So
bank.
the father would be
They
at the
make
gate of the inner
How
courtyard,
can you
which
have more
faces
money in the
east.
Monopoly game?
You got
when
1
you're playing
minute. The new
Monopoly
moon
than
arrives
the
at
people who made the
1:45
Monopoly
a.m.
game?
Central Time,
Don't hate the
2:45
game.
a.m.
Don't hate the
Eastern
player.
Time.
Become a
So we
player
got
and
1
learn
minute.
the game.
Everybody face east.
Stop swimming
because the father
against
is
the
at the
grain.
gate of the inner courtyard,
Go
which
along
faces
with
east.
it.
And he told
I'm
us
not
to go
a
by
salmon.
these two moon
I
cycles. We
swim
got 1
against
more minute
against the
before the father
water,
arrive at the gate
against
of the
the
inner
stream,
courtyard, which faces
so I
east.
can mate.
1 more minute, Israel.
No, I get in the boat
Face
and
east.
let the stream take
Blow
me
the
on
rams
out and
on
relax.
at the time of the new moon. At the full moon.
Swimming against the tide.
1 hour festival day.
Self-employed.
1 more minute. Everybody face the east. If you're obedient, this is a law for Israel. Face the east. Face the east, Israel.
And we
Face
have
the
a
east.
moment
These are
of
2 moon
silence.
cycles. It's 1:45 a.m. Let's go.
Okay. LLC, S Corporation. One corporation is called a special purpose entity. That's called
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
All right. You've been duped. You've been hoodwinked. You've been led astray. You've been bamboozled. They're rocked in. You didn't land off them. Landed on you. Okay. So, LLC, S Corporation, C Corporation is the only one that's made
Hallelujah,
money.
hallelujah.
It's
Happy
called
month, Israel. Happy month of
entity. An entity
month
is a
of the
person,
spirit.
other person, your person.
Happy
his person.
fifth month,
It is
Israel.
Especially made for
And
getting
y'all told
money.
us to follow these 2 moon cycles, the new moon and the full moon. This is a law for Israel, and I'm finna take you in scripture. In this ministry, we only read the Besorah of Yahushua, which is 1 generation removed from the Dead Sea Scrolls. The Besorah of Yahushua.
Not a hard
We
thing
don't
to
read
do.
no other
Credit
book.
or fund, and
The
then get your
Besorah of
corporation set up
Yahushua,
properly.
which
Now,
is 1
the corporation
generation
should be set
removed
up
from the
properly
Dead Sea
and
Scrolls.
make sure that you have
This
these data
book right
points.
here.
Number 1 data point. Make sure
This
your
book
corporation
right here.
has a
The Besorah of Yahushua.
an address.
The Besorah of Yahushua.
All right.
So
Make
in your
sure you have
Besorah,
a
turn to
address.
page 770
Get this out your
so I can show you why I just blow the rams at the time.
Number 2,
of
make
the new
sure
moon.
that you have
It's an inscription. It's a law for Israel.
data point.
And y'all told
Make
us
sure
to
that
blow
you
the
have
rams
what
on
they
at the
call
time
a,
of the new moon. At the
a
full
phone
moon.
number. If the bank
On
says, what's your
our
phone
festival
number?
day. So Yah is there at the gate of the inner courtyard, which faces east on the Sabbath and as well as the day of the new moon. And today is the new moon, and Yah is there at the gate. And many people is asleep right now, and the Father is there at the gate. And he told us to be obedient when he comes. He said he getting those who doing his work when he get here. So if you hear,
make sure you have a
being
landline.
obedient to the Father,
Okay.
because the Elohims are back.
Not a voiceover.
The time is near.
I used to train
Repent,
some of these
for the reign of Yah is near.
I
Repent.
understand.
That's what it is on the
what they're
Besorah.
looking for.
Repent. When you see these guys right here, repent.
Okay, there's a data points. What I'm
The
trying
reign
to
of Yah
explain
is
to you.
near.
Data points.
So in your
again,
Besorah,
if you want
turn to page 77, Psalm
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
81,
it's easy.
3.
Credit
Tehillim is the Hebrew
That's
word for
easy.
Psalm.
Okay.
If you have
want $1
Besorah,
million business,
turn to
you build $1
Psalm.
million of data points.
81,
If you want $1
3.
billion,
It's on
you
page
stop with the
770.
bank
If you
and
have
go in
Besorah.
and you start raising funds
Psalm.
with this thing right here. Boom! $125 in this book.
3.
What's in this book? This book has
I'm going to go over this briefly. Because y'all told us we don't preach at night. We don't preach at night.
Anybody
We don't
ever
bring the
teach
word
you
at night.
that for $125,
So we are the children of the light. So we don't preach at night. But I'm supposed to warn. I'm supposed to warn the world
to the
of his
next
coming.
level and start getting.
He told us to blow the rams on at the time
They
of the new
don't
moon.
borrow.
So it don't matter what time. It don't matter what time the new moon come in.
That there's places
we blow that rams on and we warn.
And boiler rooms that will get you the money for you, and you just pay them.
So we can serve. So we can serve the Father. That's how we serve the Father. During his appointed time, we use the moon for his appointed time. So if you got a Basora, turn to Psalms 81, 3, page 770.
Play with the baby money because who on the internet is going to teach you this? They don't know.
When you find the scripture, please say can. Can mean yes in Hebrew.
Seminars, and that is the internet gurus. They're gurus. I'm a businessman going on the internet to teach you.
Psalm 81, 3. Blow the ram's horn at the time.
That's the difference.
Y'all seeing
They don't understand.
He said the time, not the sight. And we go by time. Because the new moon is all black. You can't see the new moon.
Make sure we understand.
It's scientifically proven that the new moon is all black. Because
C corporation.
only
Let's talk about the C corporation really
on the
quick.
new moon
right here
and the
C
full moon.
corporation is not that
that is the two moon cycles. Y'all instructed
three
Israel
parts
to
of the
follow.
C corporation.
What a
Number
coincidence,
one. What is the first part? First part of the corporation is a good standing.
Blow the ram's horn.
Law enforcement your ID.
The time of the new moon.
That book is
at
for
the
sale
full
for
moon.
$125. When you get your corporation, then you can go up and up and up.
On the full moon.
They keeping this from you.
For
They say
example,
get
for
your
the full moon Passover.
LLC. And they ain't talking about no book. You are a C corporation that's made
That's how you
just
got
for
Passover,
getting
right?
money. Just for getting money. So when you walk in the bank,
that's how you
got
got
an
Passover, right?
LLC.
Represents scripture.
Limited. They know
the
you
white
don't
moon,
know.
all white. Represents scripture.
They know you don't know.
And he
So they say
Israel to blow the ram's
down in data point,
at the time.
rookie, when you
At the
have
new
a
moon and at the full moon.
That's not a real
on
address.
our
They say
festival day. If you Israel, you're going to do it because it's a law.
UPS store.
It's
They're
a
gonna
law
look
for
on Google
Israel.
Maps,
All right,
look down
ruler.
and see that's a UPS
Blow
store.
the ram's horn.
That's his home.
At the time
That's not a commercial business.
of the new moon.
A business where you walk
At the
in your
full
door,
moon.
sit
On
down and
our
close the door to your
festival
business.
day.
A real
4. Psalm 81:4. To hear them is the Hebrew word for
They
song.
know.
Psalm 81:4. But this is a law. Y'all following this?
Now,
It's in bold
they say,
letters.
wait a minute. So you
This
don't
is
have
a
a
law
landline?
for Israel. This is a law for Israel. So if Israel,
Real landline that can ring to your
You
phone.
gonna do these
so when you
laws.
call these people up
He
and say,
said
are
in
you voice over IP? If they say
Isaiah
yes,
66,
don't do it.
23.
If they say no,
in the last
you say,
days,
I want
they're
a
going to worship
landline.
me
No,
from
we're not
Sabbath
voice
to
over
Sabbath
IP.
and new moon.
That's what you want.
And this is how we're going to do it.
Got
in
it?
the last days.
Now,
the ones we coming
corporations
for.
comprised of three
The
things,
ones who
as
being
I said.
obedient
First thing
to
is
the
not that
Spirit.
hard.
The ones
First
who
thing
have
is
the
good standing
blood
letter.
on their doorposts.
That means you give your law enforcement your
The
ID,
Elohims are bad.
and they say you're not in trouble, you don't have warrants or whatever, you're good. The
Psalms
next thing is-
81,
so that's a
4.
good standing
For
letter.
this is a
Now,
law
I'm
for
telling you
Israel
one thing
and a
here.
right ruling.
A lot of people don't get the money because they realize if they have a corporation, they think they know halfway what they're doing.
Real quick. Turn the page 648.
So
Cause
right
we can't
here,
be
you
preaching
just
at night,
said
y'all. We can't be
is a
preaching at
date.
night. I'm finna
If
show
that
y'all
date
that the
is
Father
older
is
than
at the
6
gate
months,
of the inner
you
courtyard,
have to
which faces
call them
east.
and say,
6 days
"Can
of
you
work it
please
is
give me
shut, but on the
another,
Sabbath it is open,
good,
and on the day of the new moon
good
it is
standing letter,
open.
and they will
So
mark
everybody
it
turn the
and
page
send it
648
right out
if
to
you have a
you.
Basora.
Now you walk in the bank, they say you're in good standing.
If you true Israel, you're gonna be
They don't
obedient
know
to
after
the
6
Spirit.
months if you're good standing or not. So they're not going to add anything. Well, they're just going to say no. Rookie.
Ezekiel
You didn't
46.
do your 21-point check.
Page 648 in your Basora.
On your company.
Real quick.
Next thing is
Real quick,
good
y'all.
standing letter, not that difficult.
We can't be preaching at night.
Next
We
thing
can't
is
preach
what
at
they call
night. Bring the word at night. So we are children of the light.
This is who we are, what we do, and we're going to abide by all things that are applicable to us.
Ezekiel 46,
Stand
1.
And
Thus said the master, Yah, YHWH,
And the next thing is,
Yah
you're
is
gonna
saying
go
this.
in
The name
5
that was
minutes and
written
apply
with the
online,
finger of
apply
Elohim
online for what you
said
call
this. The
an
name that was
EIN
given
number.
to Abraham,
An EIN number
Isaac,
is what they use for like government things, just like your social.
Yah is saying this.
Taxes and things
Thus
like
said the Master
Okay.
Yah.
So now
The
you have these
gates
3 things. You're
of
going to
the
walk
inner
into the bank
courtyard
and you're going to say,
facing
I have my social,
east.
I have my ID,
It's shut.
I have these 3 things with my
The
corporation,
6 days of
and
work.
I have my data
But
points
on the
filled
Sabbath,
out the amount of money that I want.
Objectives. Let's hold it.
Thank you very much.
and on the day
Got
of the
it?
new moon,
All right, so now that we have that down pat, let's talk about some of the data points that they want to see.
it's over.
People always saying, well,
Today is
right
the
here,
moon.
go in and
So
go
y'all
get
go to
credit
the Father
cards.
tonight in prayer.
But when you go get your credit cards, they never explain to you. You have to have a
gave us a
resolution letter.
Say,
When you're doing business,
in Matthew
first
6,
of all, the problem is nobody explains to you that there are rules. The resolution letter says everything you do, you have to vote on it.
which
You
is
can't
one
open a bank
generation
account,
removed
my
from the
name,
Dead
I'm
Sea
a
Scrolls.
person, and just
Which is
opening
over
my name
2,000
without
some
asking me.
years old.
A corp is a person.
The oldest
And if you're not
form
making
of
that much
scripture
money,
today.
they let you see that. So as soon as you start making big money,
So go to the
somebody's
Father
coming to
tonight.
check it out.
Face the east. Wherever you at, face
when you
the
go to
east.
the bank, they're gonna
So
say,
the Father is at the gate
"Oh,
or the inner courtyard that's face
who
east.
gave you permission
So if
to
you have
open
a
a bank
Basora,
account for this
turn to page 7.
This person,
This is the prayer.
ABC Inc.
You need to
And if you don't have a
so
resolution letter,
Yahushua gave
saying,
us the prayer.
I
To
am,
say in the
it's a
last
simple
days.
letter that
Because no
you guys
more
vote on
selfish
it.
prayers
You
in
should
the
have
last
3
days.
people in
We
your
asking for
corporation,
forgiveness
not
and
1,
deliverance.
because you can't make a vote.
And we
3
repenting
people, 5
from our
people,
sins
7
when we
people,
came
9
out of
people,
it.
an
We
odd
doing all
number.
that. We saying this
Vote.
prayer. That's why Yahushua told us
Who's telling you
how to
this on
pray.
the internet?
So we won't be seen Babylon like the Gentiles. Because they think they heard for them in the word. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. Yeah, I told you how to pray. Yahushua told you how to pray the last day. Deliverance supposed to be the only thing that's on your head. From the Father's
Now,
hand.
some people say,
Escape.
Mr. Whitehead,
And many people don't
Mr.
even know
Smarty
about the
Pants
escape.
Whitehead,
Think of
I got an LLC. What am I
The
supposed
word
to do with
escape
that?
in the scripture.
Well,
Escape
let's
is in the
first go
scripture.
in and let's talk
But this is
about
how you pray.
your LLC.
And you're asking for forgiveness.
So, first thing is,
deliverance,
nobody's teaching
and you
you
repent.
that you have to protect your company. Let me show you the 7 structures.
So repeat after me.
The 7.
The prayer
Move on fast. I want you to write this
that
stuff
Yahushua
down.
instructed us all to
Questions and
say
answers.
in the
All right?
last
So
days.
first thing is,
In the
C
time of the
corporation
Elohim's
no
arrival.
particular name.
Elohim arrival.
How many people out there have a name that means something?
Everyone who's watching.
You don't know
Everyone
any
who's
better.
watching.
That's why you're not
So
getting
the
it.
Father is watching
These are data
us.
points.
The ones who's being
Now, let's
obedient
talk
to the
about this.
Spirit.
Your C
We are in
corporation
the last
is a
days,
person
Israel.
under
Repent
royal law,
for the reign
not
of Yah.
moral. Thou shalt not steal. thou
Repeat
shalt
after
not do
me,
this.
y'all.
It's under water law.
Who's being
Water law,
obedient?
there's no rules in the water.
So if this your first time being obedient to the Scripture,
Water law,
Yah sees you.
currency,
Repent
liquidity.
what He is doing.
You put money in a bank. That's where the water
Our
meets the
Father,
land. That's a
who
bank.
is in the heavens, let
It's
your
under
name
water law. You can do
be set
whatever you
apart.
want as a pirate.
Let your reign come. Let your desire be done on earth
Everything.
as it is in the heavens.
On
Give us
land.
today
There's nothing
our daily bread,
about it.
and
They
forgive
say,
us our
I did
debts.
that in the water.
as we
Forgive our
forgive
debtors.
There's no
Do
rules
not
in the
lead us
water.
into
That's
trial,
why they
But deliver us
deliver us
from the evil one.
wicked one.
This is the wild,
Yours is
wild
the
west.
reign and the power
Maritime. Yes, beautiful.
And
You
the
said that.
now
Child. Maritime.
and forever.
All right. So you must learn the rules.
Hallelujah.
So now,
Yahuwah.
name your company a
Praise
specific
his
name.
y'all. Praise
You
his
are
name.
putting
This is the
yourself
time.
in a position where they may not like what you say,
Elohim,
what your
y'all.
name is. So that's why you get the SIC code,
Praise
right?
his name.
When you
Praise
get
his
the
name.
business,
Sound the alarm,
you get the
Israel,
business that they like, the SIC codes they like, and SIC codes they don't like. SIC codes. If you're in transportation and you're a trucker, the trucker made the SIC code may be 56421. That's trucking, dangerous. And transportation, 65422. That's a SIC code that identifies what you do. So now they may say, we don't like that because that's dangerous.
You know, I'm out.
So
And I
get
pray
SIC
y'all
codes
being
that banks
obedient to
like
the Spirit.
and not don't
Happy
get the
fifth
ones
month,
they don't
Israel.
like. Look on Google
Month
and
of
look for
Av,
SIC codes they
month
like.
of the Spirit.
the SIC codes
And
they don't like.
also,
and pick the ones they like.
Pentecost is July 19th.
Data points. Next thing is, never
I'm
make
gonna let Cohen speak with y'all on that.
like
On that part right
ABC
there.
trucking.
But Pentecost is July
Never name
19th.
anything that should be
So be ready. This is the money. This is the spirit.
Use this to go give some money.
Be obedient, Israel. Be obedient. And if you wish to support, this is how you do it.
You're not here to work.
These links below.
You're here to
Wish
get money.
Support.
Forever.
This is how you do it. But shalom, Israel. We can't be preaching at night. Shalom, 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 Israel. We are the children of the light. We are not the
They
children
know
of the dark.
you don't know any better.
Shalom. I sound there alone. Not dance. The dancing.
So let's say, for instance, like, you ever notice
hold on,
that
let me blow one more
Sony
time.
doesn't
Hold
mean
on,
televisions?
hold on.
You ever notice that? You ever notice that Apple doesn't mean computers or phones? You ever notice that Starbucks doesn't mean coffee? How about Walmart? And I
Well,
can
this
go
thing take a
on
lot of
and
breath out
on
of you.
and on.
I love doing it though. Come be always be obedient to the Father.
Because
His
they
name
know
is
better.
written on
That's
my
why they
forehead.
know better. And they had some
Shalom,
millionaires,
Israel.
lawyers to teach them and train them. But
Thank
you
you.
have me. They're not going to walk up to
From
you
the
and say, hey,
Who the Helping Hand Ministry, George, and Reverend Fleming, my Kohen, of the National Yehuda Helping Hand, Hartville,
well, Mr. Whitehead, did you do it?
Shalom. Lord Kohen, Shalom.
Go online
Shalom.
and look at
Peace, Israel. I'm out. Y'all stand
Go
the
to
dance
YouTube
parade
and
out.
look at
Hold on,
Derek
let me see what
Whitehead
y'all
on
said.
YouTube. And go scroll down and look at
Shalom,
our
Kohen, Shalom.
2,700 Walmart kiosks.
Shalom, Johnny. Shalom.
We have a deal with Walmart, 2,700 kiosks. We just
Shalom.
put another
Shalom.
2 up in Kentucky.
Y'all stand the dance parade.
Look at me on YouTube cutting the ribbon in Walmart for our water company, Nova Water. If we have 1,000 selling our water systems, we have water systems for like under your sink, water filters, for your under your cabinet, for your sink or your refrigerator, filters, or for like federal buildings, big giant water systems we sell, like $2 million water systems. Maybe you've gone to Sonic. You may be drinking our water. Oh, you thought Mr. Whitehead was just a guy that sits in his chair and talks? We do this. We don't just talk this.
Foxtrot has been secured.
Go online and look it up.
Move to attack the marked objective.
Maybe you're looking at some of our systems. If we have at Walmart, if we have 2,700 Walmart kiosks contract, and we have 1,000 Walmart at $200,000 a piece a month, that's $2.4 billion. I don't mean to talk my business, but that's what that is. We have 2,700 contract with Walmart. What about Ace Hardware Store? With Ace to sell our systems in all Ace Hardware stores.
But that motherfucking goddamn RP fucking K fucking dump, don't it?
Doing our
Don't it? That motherfucker dump. That bitch ain't
in 6 days I can build a 5-bedroom home.
The enemy civilian held objectives. They're about to take ground.
Look online and watch me training building the home. 6 days I can build a 5-bedroom home.
Objective Delta is under our control.
Think about it. So now, go in and what about our 2 car dealerships right here? Primo and Prime Auto. We sell Jaguar, Mercedes, BMW, Rolls Royce, and Bentley. What about our jewelry store? In Temecula, we sell diamonds, high-end watches, and diamonds.
Whoa, how did they take that? How did they take 2?
I'm not an internet guy coming on here to teach you internet, trying to do business. I'm a businessman coming on here to teach you business on the internet.
Heavy armored vehicles prepped and ready.
I didn't go all to the seminars and all the webinars. Now I'm a guru. I've been doing this stuff 30 years. But I see no one teaching you. You need to know more. You need to know you can get whatever you want. The bank will give you whatever you want. The bank's your friend. Investors are your friend. You need to learn you don't have a funding problem. You have a structure problem. You have a structure problem.
Bro, did this just kick me out the fucking game, bro?
So let me show you proper structure. Don't name yourself anything specific. Corporation is to get money. You're here to get money, not to work. The corporation is to go get money, and it has no specific name, and you protect your money. Because when you get that money, somebody's coming after that money. All right, so 7 structure. Let me teach you that real quick. So the C corporation, no specific name, ABC Inc. And you write a letter for protection of everything we own goes into the holding court. And you write a letter, have it notarized, and now if somebody sues the C corporation, they get no assets. Because all the assets are in the holding court. That's why you have Citibank Holdings. That's why you have Walmart Holdings. Why don't you know how to do that?
Like that, tell it.
That's called a corporate veil. Now you put all that into a trust inside the jurisdiction of the United States. That's called a super veil. And you write another letter. All the assets or the holders of the assets go into a trust. That's a super veil. Now that's your protection. Now you go down, because we don't go down, we make a lateral or we go up. We're businessmen. Now we go over and we put ABC Incorporated and we take our LLC. It's not wasted. We put it underneath as a DBA. ABC Incorporated, no specific name, doing business as such and such trucking, LLC. Underneath it, doing business, and you can have as many of those as you want, like Walmart, Starbucks. That is the structure. And the structure should include data points. Make sense? If you're picking up what I'm putting down, if you understand what I'm saying so far, put up a 7. Put up a 7. I want to know that you're following me. Put up a 7. If you're understanding what I'm saying so far.
Well, I know y'all see that motherfucking goddamn RPK. How that bitch sound? That bitch supposed to fucking sound mean. That's what I'm saying. The sound, people say the sound is good on it. I'm gonna get this change the whole fucking silencer on that junk. That bitch supposed to go tit. But this shit didn't even change nothing. I put a whole silencer on this bitch. That bitch supposed to sound totally different, bro. They need to work on the sound, dog. Like, what's the difference? We just heard the sound. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm going back to base. We gonna shoot it. We gonna dump the whole mag.
We talked about the 7 structures, we talked about the LLC, and now we talked about the data. So we got the credit popping, right? We got the this is no cap, like young folks say. This is no cap. All right. Now we have the corporation, credit, and funding. So the corporation.
You hear a slight difference. It's like a tit.
Well, what about the age? I heard you talk about that. You're right. You should not be younger than 3 years old when you're not getting the money. Banks do not deal with babies and they don't deal with rookies.
All right, now we gonna die, and I'm gonna take it off.
LLC.
And let's see what that bitch sound like. If it don't sound exactly the fucking thing.
So you should never be younger than 3 years old. If you're younger than 3 years old, you're not getting the money. Come back when you got some experience. So how do we solve that? We solve the problem with the LLC. Now let's see how to solve this. There are places that sell age corporations. Why would you
It's almost like an echo.
We can buy an old one. You
It is slightly different. When you fucking got the silencer off, it's like an echo.
Even if you're doing government contracts, they prefer you to have age. No matter what you do. So why would you buy?
Bring it back. Yeah, that bitch should be more than that, though. That bitch is like, that bitch should have a
shoe stores, restaurants, all kinds of companies that are old already. Sure they do. We don't do anything illegal. Because illegal, once you know it is so good, you be like, this got to be illegal. This is so good.
It's a little bit there. I can hear it a little bit. It like it muffled it a little bit, but not nearly as much as you would think. But you can say that that's the bulk carrier group. You listening to the BCG. But come on, that Jones should be more than that. That bitch should go. That motherfucker is something fucking.
On the weekends, I can come on here and do whatever.
That bitch on the.
I don't work. I don't have a life. So I don't want you to. Once you go.
Be advised, objective Alpha is in enemy hands.
Yeah, okay, I hear a little bit. That does that tat tat tat. That dog got a little tat 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 in that bitch. That dog got a little tat tat. It basically stopped the echo.
So go in.
It stopped the echo and it took some of that power off the tip. It took some of the power off the tip of that bitch. But it's so that bitch so the.
Because somebody thought about this a long time ago.
I can hear it a little bit. That bitch like chew.
Elon Musk, all these rich, wealthy people.
And it got rid of some of that rat tat tat tat.
Go get your LLC and go and you're self-employed. Don't that make you feel good?
And it took away that multi-target damage.
It ain't about you getting no money.
You only really getting one good target out of this jump now. It took some of that speed. I gotta fucking move this nigga off my screen.
You want to season age corporations. That means some person, some lawyer or somebody has a family that's been doing this for years and they're buying 10, maybe like 200, 500 corporations a month new, and they wait for 3 years and they sell them to you. Now imagine if you did this 3 years ago and you kept buying companies every month. By the time 3 years go by,
the problem usually isn't your strategy. It's one of 3 silent mistakes that turn winning setups into losing trades. Hello traders, and welcome back to the channel. In this video, we'll expose those 3 mistakes one by one and show you the exact process professional traders use to avoid them. Along the way, you'll learn how to read multiple timeframes, identify the higher timeframe bias, and align your entries with the market's real direction. So, if this kind of content helps you, take a second to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so the next lessons reach you the moment they go live. And feel free to share in the comments which topics you would like us to explore in future videos. And if you want to support the channel on a deeper level, consider becoming a member to unlock exclusive content and help keep these lessons coming. You'll also find links to our trusted partners in the description below. Using them costs you nothing.
You're in the fucking casual match, they be fucking tryhards. You can tryhards all in the damn lobby and shit. And the shit's supposed to be casuals. They should kick your ass out like they do Planet Fitness. If you do too much, they get kicked out. Go to a regular lobby. Niggas trying to test out their guns and shit.
And the AI creator
course is having its biggest sale of the year.
You can create any character.
Real life.
Sci-fi, fantasy, or turn yourself into your favorite cartoon.
You can't forget AI visual effects. You don't need expensive cameras or complicated software. You just need to know the right AI tools and how to use them. In just 2 days, we'll show you how to unlock the most advanced AI filmmaking and content creation tools without having to pay a cent in overpriced subscription. With these tools, you'll learn how to create scroll-stopping videos to rack up millions of dollars, craft wildly profitable online ads that blow up your brand, and turn any creative idea into a powerful short film that looks like it belongs on the big screen. But it's not just AI filmmaking. With AI, you can create any image or graphic that you can. You can create full-blown viral YouTube thumbnails in seconds. Your website, emails, infographics, your entire business can be built with AI. People are using AI to fill up their content calendar in seconds. AI can come up with countless viral ideas. It can script and storyboard your content, all while keeping your unique creativity. All you need is the right tools and how to use it. And the good news for you is the AI Creator course will teach you all of this and more. It costs less than the dinner date with your grandma, but like so many of our students tell us, it will blow your mind. Now, before I show you exactly what you'll learn in this course, I want to ease your mind with a few important details. Number one, this course is designed to help you avoid paying expensive subscriptions for
Man, you got niggas in the back fucking camping on the rocks when I'm breaking in through. Y'all sitting on the rocks or
off the bat, this
fucking ain't pushing up, dog.
Number two, this course is perfect for complete AI beginners and vets. We have a beginner's crash course that gets you up to speed super fast. And then we have advanced sections that leave the pros to use AI every day completely.
Okay, that motherfucker with that silencer on that bitch. That motherfucking silencer on that bitch like a little hutch. It's not, it's like a, you know, like you say, it's a suppressor. It's more like a it suppressed the sound. It didn't silence it, it suppressed it. Means that it just brought it down a few notches. But it didn't totally fucking make that bitch. That goes over.
With AI, you can practically create any visual effect.
Wow, it didn't give me nothing for that. What a waste of time.
Another for video effects, and one is great for audio. This course cuts through the noise and shows you exactly which tools you should be using. You'll learn how to create visual effects that will blow people away, which are perfect for viral videos, ad hooks, and YouTube storytelling.
Oh, the baby Illuminati. Illuminati, Scully, your baby is Illuminati.
How to create your own digital clone so that you can make yourself the star of your content. Or you could create your own unique animated character by turning your kid's Stuffy into an animated movie star. We'll teach you how to maintain perfect character consistency from scene to scene. This is a true superpower for making content that people want to watch. You'll learn the best tools for taking a crazy idea you have and turning it into an incredible short film. Heck, you could use AI and turn yourself into Skywalker. In the course, we also reveal our secrets for making insanely profitable AI ads. This one here generated over $50,000 of sales for our business alone, but more on that later. If you create talking head content, but you hate the room that you film in, we can show you how to upgrade your filming space with AI. It's like magic. And don't even get me started on AI video editing tools. From editing entire podcasts in seconds with a single click to enhancing your audio, adding captions, or magically removing backgrounds and so much more. AI-powered editing will change the way that you can create content, and we'll show you how to leverage these tools in the course. Using these same AI filmmaking strategies, our students have gotten more views and been growing faster than ever.
I learned how to use AI tools.
And we coming over to the crib and roll up our sleeves, and we're gonna talk about getting this money.
So that's and good news for you, in this course you'll learn way more than just the best tools and how to create visuals. Up next we have content planning, script writing, and strategy. Even if you know how to create incredible visuals, if the idea you have is bad, or no one cares what you have to say, no one is going to watch. In this course we'll teach you how to train AI to be an expert in your niche.
It takes the crack off that jump. Like it used to have a crack to it.
which is a major struggle for creators. That's the idea generation phase. You'll also learn how to train free AI tools to think and write in your unique voice. You know, normally when beginners use AI to write content, it ends up flopping big because it's just generic slop. But after following our work, your trained AI will be able to write exactly like you, and most of the time, even better than you. You'll get start-to-finish blueprints for writing Instagram Reels, TikToks, Shorts, full videos. We'll even show you how to write profitable ads for any product or service. And for you filmmakers out there, AI can help you write the perfect narrative for your short film. So an AI goes beyond content. You can write websites and newsletters. AI can create that presentation that you've been putting off work. I'm not going to judge. Up next, we have AI photo and graphic creation. We're going to start with one of my personal favorites, creating viral YouTube thumbnails with AI. You know, most beginners on YouTube struggle to get views. Not because their videos are bad, but because they don't create attractive, clickable thumbnails. In this program, we pull back the curtain and show you exactly how we're creating AI thumbnails for our YouTube channel that has grown over 420,000 subscribers. You know, normally I'd have to take out cameras, set up lighting, put on nice clothes, comb my hair, take a ton of photos, edit them in Photoshop. It could take me a whole day to make one thumbnail. But now I can do it all in minutes, and I don't even have to leave bed. Not to mention, if I needed a thumbnail on, let's say, the moon, I don't need expensive costumes or crazy editing. AI created this image right here in seconds, and it only cost me $8. But it's not just thumbnails. Once you create a digital clone of yourself, you can create any image that you want. Fly around as a superhero, ride on the back of a dinosaur, jump out of an airplane. You're going to spend hours playing around with this tool. I promise that it is so much fun, and your friends will love seeing what you create. And don't forget that you can turn any of these images into videos. That's right, no more boring stock footage in your content. Use your own personalized B-roll. It's way more engaging for you. AI is able to upgrade your product photos, design logos for your brand, banners for your YouTube channel, and even create a new profile picture. And you can use AI to create all of the graphics and branding for the new website that you build. In the course, you'll learn all of this and so much more. This course isn't just AI tips and tricks. It's a full blueprint to go from complete beginner to master AI content creator in a matter of days. And you don't need to buy any camera gear, hire actors, or purchase expensive editing software. For those of you that want to turn your AI skills into a source of income and potentially quit your unfulfilling 9-to-5, we've got you covered. You'll learn the best beginner and advanced businesses that you can start with AI. Think about it. Every single skill you learn in this course could be packaged and sold as a service. You can literally replace $1 million content team by simply knowing the right tools and how to use them. In this course, we'll show you how to go out and land your first client and business. I mentioned this earlier, but one of the most profitable things that you can do with AI right now is create advertisements for products and services. Now, we've been running online ads for years, both for personal and business. Guess what? AI-generated ads are blowing up. Why are they blowing up? Because with AI, there's no limit to what you can do. You know, 2 years ago, if you wanted to feature a giant Yeti in an ad, you'd need to spend a lot of money on visual effects. Fast forward to today, and AI could do an entire Yeti ad for only a few $, which is totally insane. You know, I'd argue that AI ads are the biggest competitive advantage that any business can take advantage of. But no one is because they don't. This course solution. We'll show you the exact workflow that we've been using to make killer ads that have generated our business hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales over the past 2 days alone. The reality of it is that artificial intelligence is the biggest cheat code on earth that's available to regular, everyday creators like me. AI isn't going to replace us. It's creators who use AI that will replace us. The AI Creator course will teach you everything that you need to know. And currently, we're hosting a massive sale. Combine that with a no questions asked refund policy, and there's literally never been a better time to join. AI is one of the biggest opportunities of your lifetime. So if you're ready to get started mastering this technology, click on the button below and get lifetime today.
Life is like 8 or 9 years, work is like dog days. So if you're 14 years old, 12, 13, 14, 15, you're like a dog that's 65 years old, 80 years old. So the bank is going to say, you don't have no documentation.
Before we name the 3 mistakes, let's watch 2 of them happen in real time. Here are 2 traders taking setups that look flawless and losing both. Watch closely, because you have probably made at least one of these yourself. Mistake number 1, trading a lower time frame trend while you are blind to the higher time frame. Let's start with a practical example. Here we have a clear uptrend in the euro against the dollar on the 5-minute chart. We apply the Fibonacci retracement tool from the start to the end of the recent impulse move, and we place a buy limit at the golden zone. The logic is simple. If price pulls back to this level, it is a deep enough retracement for us to enter the market and take advantage of the uptrend. However, price suddenly drops, and we end up losing the trade. To understand why, we zoom out to the 1-hour chart and realize that even though the lower time frame showed a bullish move, the overall trend on the higher time frame was actually bearish. What looked like an uptrend on the 5-minute chart was simply a corrective move within a larger downtrend. Once price resumed its higher time frame direction, it led directly to our loss. That takes us straight into mistake number 2, ignoring the higher time frame key levels. In another example, we see a clear downtrend on the 1-hour chart. A fair value gap above a liquidity zone appears to offer a strong shorting opportunity, so we prepare the trade. At first, price reacts slightly in our favor, but it eventually reaches our stop loss again, leaving us wondering what went wrong. By zooming out to the daily chart, we noticed that price had just reached a significant support zone, and we entered a sell position right after that. This means we were trading against a potential higher time frame reversal, which likely caused the setup to fail. 2 perfect-looking setups, 2 losses, and both came down to the same blind spot, the higher time frame. So how can we avoid this kind of mistake? You might assume the answer is to analyze more time frames, and that is exactly where the 3rd mistake hides. It does not require starting from the monthly time frame and analyzing all the way down to the 5-minute chart. In fact, using more than 3 time frames usually adds unnecessary noise. Anything beyond that is either too broad or too detailed to provide meaningful context. There are 3 types of time frames we work with. First, we have the main time frame, where most of our analysis takes place. This includes identifying market direction and structure, spotting liquidity zones and imbalances, and marking the trading zone. If confirmation is needed and we are not fully confident in taking the trade, we can then zoom into a lower time frame to look for additional signals. For example, if we have marked a demand zone on the 1-hour chart but want extra validation, we can switch to the 5-minute chart to see how price reacts to that zone. More or less, price action signals such as long wick rejections or a double bottom pattern can serve as strong confirmation that the zone is being respected. These lower time frame clues can give us more confidence to take a long entry. At the same time, it is also important to check the higher time frame to get a clearer view of the bigger picture and make sure our analysis aligns with the overall market direction. For example, an ideal trading scenario is when both the higher and lower time frames are showing an uptrend. Another strong setup is when a market structure shift on the lower time frame happens right at a key zone identified on the higher time frame.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI app builder. And you wouldn't believe the kind of apps that people are creating. Smart nutrition apps, inventory trackers, onboarding tools, you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, why not build an app that gives me endless app economics? So let's make it. Pro tip, I draft the full app spec in ChatGPT, and I drop the prompts directly in Base 44. It gives me super detailed structure. And here it is, everything I laid out in detail as it goes. This is pretty awesome, but I want to make it playful. So I'm going to add a swipe left and swipe right interface. The same usability we all know. Now I'm going to add one more feature. So every idea that I favorite will turn into a kickoff prompt to start building the app itself. And that's it. Just come up with your idea, any idea, and Base 44 will do the rest. So go to Base 44 and create apps with your name on it.
Now you gotta go spend 2 years figuring it out. Some people don't know what they're talking about. Some people know a little bit, and you're trying to go all over the internet.
Watch the FIFA World Cup 2026 live on Fox 1.
Now I'm gonna give y'all some
June
names
11th
right
through
now.
July 19th.
And the guys in the box below talking about like this.
Available with YouTube. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
You ever see that? right? And come to find out,
this brings us to the heart of today's video, which is how to analyze the higher time frame to determine the daily bias. But before that, why do we even need to determine the daily bias? And why does the higher time frame matter? These next three reasons are exactly why the mistakes we just saw are so expensive. The first reason is that higher time frame levels are more important. A minor reaction at a key level on the higher time frame can lead to a significant trend change on the lower time frames. That is why before placing any trade, we should always check how much room price has before reaching a higher time frame supply or demand zone. This helps us set more accurate targets and stop losses, and it also helps us avoid entering trades that are more likely to fail. For example, here on the US dollar against the Japanese yen 1 hour chart, we can see a strong uptrend. At first glance, however, price fails to create a new higher high and rejects the same level twice before reversing.
Don't do it, Mom.
To the daily time frame, we can clearly see that this area has recently acted as a strong support and resistance level. So, despite the strong bullish momentum on the 1 hour chart, the market still reversed. This shows why higher time frame key levels are more important. They give us a stronger indication of where major reactions are likely to happen because they reflect longer term trends and more stable areas of interest. The second reason is identifying the macro trend. The best trading setups appear when the higher time frame and lower time frame are aligned. Imagine entering a trade on the 15-minute chart just because you see a bearish structure forming. But without checking the higher time frame, you miss the fact that this downtrend may simply be a corrective move inside a larger bullish trend. In that case, price can reverse at any moment and continue in the broader bullish direction. On the other hand, when the lower time frame setup aligns with the higher time frame trend, you are trading with the overall momentum. That greatly increases the probability of success because you are no longer fighting the dominant direction. The third reason is filtering noise and fake breakouts. Lower time frames often contain a lot of market noise, unpredictable price swings, and false breakouts that can easily trap traders in bad positions. By identifying the higher time frame bias first, we gain more clarity on the dominant market direction. And fake breakouts that happen during short-term corrections or consolidation phases. For example, on a 5-minute chart, you might see what looks like a breakout below a recent.
Bro, they stayed just walking into this shit. We were doing good at first. Now you got a bunch of loser-ass snipers
back to the upside.
Trying to fucking snipe and shit.
Time frame perspective, that can easily lead to unnecessary losses. Now that you understand why higher time frames are so important, let me show you how to find the higher time frame bias on a chart and explain step by step which concepts we use. This is a general trading plan that uses multiple time frames based on the main ones most traders focus on when analyzing charts. However, some traders make the mistake of starting from the monthly chart and going all the way down to the 1-minute chart, thinking it will lead to a perfect trade. In reality, this often creates
it always be these weak-ass snipers, bro.
With too much information and noise, making it harder to make clear decisions.
These weak-ass wannabe snipers, bro. Sitting in the back of the fucking map. 3-4 of these niggas, bro.
On the 1-hour chart, you can use the 4-hour and daily charts to support your setup.
Always these weak-ass niggas, bro. Sitting in the fucking back of the map. Fucking trying to fucking snipe. You fucking motherfucker. You fucking loser.
You need to analyze every single time. Using too many charts can lead to mixed signals and unnecessary complexity. Keeping just 2 higher time frames above the main one is usually enough to get a clear view without overcomplicating.
Dumbass fucking worthless fucking sniper, bro.
Let's go through some real chart examples to show how we combine multiple time frames, from identifying the higher time frame bias to finding confirmation and executing the trade. For this analysis, we will use the 1-hour chart as the main time frame, the 4-hour and daily charts as higher time frames, and the 5-minute chart for confirmation and entry if needed. Now let's put it all together and watch what it looks like when none of these 3 mistakes are present. So here we have euro against the dollar on the 1-hour chart. The structure is clearly bullish, with price consistently breaking above previous highs, which is exactly what we want to see. If the market looks unclear or choppy, it is better to switch to another pair, or simply step away and wait for a better setup. There is no need to trade every day, and taking more trades does not necessarily mean making more profit. Since the 1 hour chart suggests an uptrend, we are only interested in buying this pair. However, we cannot enter the market immediately because price has moved up quickly and may correct at any moment. Because of that, we need to wait for a pullback to enter at a better price. Now the question becomes, where is the optimal entry zone? To answer that, let me show you how professional traders define optimal entries.
With the American Express Platinum Card, you can access over $3,500 in value each year. Find out your welcome offer and kickstart your next unforgettable adventure. Plus, take advantage of exciting benefits like the $400 Resi credit.
Manta.
Our experience is like no other, yet the card like no other.
The big thing on it with
There's nothing
is
like Platinum.
listyourself.com. List yourself on listyourself.com. The bank is going to say, rookie. Listyourself.com. Listyourself.com is fine, but you should be on Manta. Today? You should list yourself with Manta. Now they know you like to read
with storage and organization essentials.
Not on Manta?
Right now,
You probably never even heard of Manta. That's the difference with us and them. We help you build your corporation.
OTE stands for Optimal Trade Entry. It refers to a specific Fibonacci retracement zone that aligns with discount for long trade entries and with premium for short trade entries. The idea behind OTE is to refine entry timing by focusing on areas where price is considered optimally priced within range. It is important to note that ICT's original teachings define the OTE using the 0.62, 0.705, and 0.79 retracement levels. However, at ComLucro, we prefer to use the traditional Fibonacci retracement levels of 0.618 and 0.786, while still recognizing the importance of the
Stupid-ass motherfuckers keep hanging out in the back of the map. You need to be pushing up to the front line.
Fibonacci levels increases confidence, since these levels are widely followed by traders across different methodologies and markets. Before applying the OTE, it is important to correctly configure the Fibonacci retracement tool. In a bullish scenario, the 0 level should be placed at the swing high and the 1 level at the swing low. In a bearish scenario, the 0 level should be placed at the swing low and the 1 level at the swing high. Regardless of how the Fibonacci is drawn, the premium zone will always be located in the upper half of the range, while the discount zone will always be located in the lower half. The position of the Fibonacci levels may change, but the concepts of premium and discount remain the same. Now that you understand how to define the optimal entry zone, let's apply that directly to our current setup. If we focus on the most recent impulse, we can see that it has created a fair value gap. From there, we mark manually on the chart the candle that initiated this move as our order block zone, since there is a higher probability of a reaction if price returns to this area. At the same time, this area aligns with the OTE zone, which gives us a clear confluence for a potential entry. With this in place, the plan is simple. We wait for price to pull back into this zone and look for long opportunities. Once price reaches our trading zone, the next step is to check the higher time frame and see if our analysis aligns with the bigger picture. So let's switch to the 4-hour chart. We want to keep things simple, so on the higher time frame, we focus only on identifying the overall direction and the key structure levels. Here, we can see that price was previously in a long-term downtrend, but that condition has now changed. Price has broken above previous trend lines and key supply levels, showing strong bullish momentum. In other words, the 4-hour chart is also confirming a bullish market and an ongoing uptrend. Now, let's mark manually on the chart the key zones where price has recently reacted near the current level. We can identify 2 important areas that have acted as both support and resistance multiple times. Above that, we can also see a strong level that has rejected price twice and acted as a major turning point for the 4-hour structure. This makes it a very significant zone, and price is likely to react again when it reaches that area. This means that if we take a long position, our higher time frame target would be that upper resistance zone. For now, there is still enough room for price to move before reaching it. With all of this in mind, the higher time frame analysis aligns perfectly with what we saw on the lower time frame. So let's switch back to the 1-hour chart. Since the higher time frame confirms a bullish trend, it makes sense to consider a buy position at the order block, with the stop loss placed just below it. However, we can refine the entry further by moving down to a lower time frame and looking for a reaction at the order block. First, wait for price to approach the zone, then switch to the 5-minute chart. At this stage, the only thing we need to see is a clear reaction from that area. This can be a simple long wick rejection, which is enough to confirm interest. In that case, we enter the trade at the close of the rejection candle and place the stop loss below the wick.
Motherfucker got the tank in the back of the map, bro. Fucking
The
noob.
idea is to give the trade enough room to move and avoid getting stopped out by normal market fluctuations. By combining multiple timeframes, we align the overall trend with a precise entry, increasing the probability of success and improving confidence in the setup. One last example, just to lock this in, and notice how it circles right back to mistake number 2. Now let's go through another example on the pound against the dollar on the 1-hour chart. Here we can clearly see a downtrend. The most recent impulse has created an imbalance and also formed equal highs, which means liquidity has built up above that level. From there, we can mark manually on the chart the small consolidation before the imbalance as a supply zone. As traders, we understand that if price retraces above the equal highs, takes the buy-side liquidity, and reaches the supply zone,
Bullshit, like shit like that. They got 3 of them where they only gave you 3 points. They know damn well that shit doesn't say 10, bro.
Before executing the trade, we need to check the higher time frame and understand the broader context. Looking at the 4-hour chart, we can see that price has just tapped into a strong support area. This level has acted as a turning point multiple times, and the reactions from this zone have been strong. All of these factors confirm that this is a key higher time frame level. So now that price is testing this area again, there is a higher probability of a rejection to the upside. This means the market has the potential to move higher, even though the 1-hour chart is showing bearish pressure.
Mercedes for $100,000, and they see you got $100,000 on your corporation.
Sometimes you know.
Next,
try it again.
what you think
You could have done better.
If you want a real estate and you got $1 million,
Same goes for where you invest.
$1 million, $2 million on your
Level up and
corporation
invest
that
smarter with
somebody has
Schwab.
already given you. Well, we
The
are
fact that
direct
somebody in
uploaders.
Asia
We are
Pacific
data furnishers.
can reach
Our
out to us
affiliates.
in
We
their
can
native
help you.
language at
Send you
what
our
is 2
affiliates,
o'clock in the
and you
morning
can
to
put
us,
on
get a response via fin voice or email or SMS, WhatsApp, so on and so forth. The fact that they can do that in their language and get a response instantly is big.
It's your choice. And we also give you the opportunity to be an affiliate and sell our trade lines and make up.
If we go back to the 1-hour chart, we can see that taking the short setup in this context would be risky. And if we play price forward, we can see how strongly price reacted from the higher time frame level, pushing above our stop loss and eventually reversing. This is a clear example of why we should always check higher time frame zones before entering a trade based only on a lower time frame setup. Avoid these 3 mistakes and you stop taking trades that look perfect but go against the bigger market move. So, trader, if this video brought you more clarity, like it, subscribe, and turn on notifications so the next lessons reach you. And tell me in the comments what you want me to cover next. And if you want to go deeper, you can become a member of the Lucro Trader community right here on YouTube. It unlocks exclusive content, early access, and extra tools for your development while directly supporting the channel. You'll also find our trusted partners linked in the description.
You know what I'm saying? They don't even make different sound. Each suppressor that have different sound characteristics.
And remember, the mission of the Lucro channel is simple.
Like, they don't need
Traders
them.
build clarity, confidence, and structure. So every decision is made with discipline and intention. Here you'll find complete courses built as a true trading masterclass. Liquidity, market structure, higher time frame analysis, and supply and demand. Always focused on reading price and executing with a professional mindset. We also cover trading psychology, risk management, and long-term consistency. Because trading isn't just about charts. It's about mindset, discipline, and execution over time. Our main courses include smart money concepts, ICT, technical analysis, trading psychology, and WILE. Alongside that, we share insights from respected traders whose work helps you understand how markets really behave. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Revolving lines of credit cards and lines of credit. So those are the two things that you should build up. So we can put trade lines on your corporation on each one of those. You get what you pay for. You thought you was only getting a corporation, right? No, you're getting an education, a corporation, the right corporation, and data points and structure. You don't have a funding problem. You have a structure problem. Oh, let's go on. So you signed up with Dun & Bradstreet. Dun & Bradstreet may not move you through all those bureaus that fast, and they may ask you for more information. If you sign up with Experian first, then they more likely won't ask you for more information than you've given them. And plus, they're going to move you through all 5 bureaus faster, in my opinion. But everybody's talking about sign up with your Dun & Bradstreet, get your LLC, and get your... Really? That's why you don't get the money. Make sense? All right. We want to go on, right? $1,000 trade line, and what about a copy of a resolution letter? You need to ask the company what you're going to do before you do it. It's a person. You cannot just go about your business and open a bank account. You have to have a resolution letter. We supply that for you. What's that worth? It's worth your weight in gold as you move up the ladder trying to get money because they know what you're doing. You have to write a resolution letter. How many people out here have a credit card, a car in the corporation's name? They have all this stuff, and they never ask the court, can you get it? You have to vote and ask the corporation, can I get a credit card? Resolution, name of the company, to resolve. Resolution, to resolve an issue. We are here, Johnny, Harry, Mary. Mary's on the phone, and Johnny and Harry is in person, and we're here to vote in the best interest of the company to get a credit card. 2 people say yes, 1 person say no, you go get it. The majority wins. 3 people say yes, you go get it. If 2 people say no, 1 person says yes, you don't get it. 3 people say no, you don't get it. Resolution letter, you have to vote and do a resolution that says we voted, we signed it.
Well, they all sound the same.
And putting out draw. So if somebody comes to us and say, when you get that big money, somebody's coming. Oh, somebody's coming. As long as your baby money, you ain't not worried about it. But I'm talking about big money. You're going to get that big money if you know how to step it. You should have your stuff in order. And if you don't have it in order, do it and don't notarize it. At least you voted on it. Okay. Now, what about owning the majority of shares? I just explained that to you, right? So a resolution that comes with, we charge $7,500 to help you with the resolution. We give that to you.
Stop our losses.
Along with your court. See, some people think, you know, getting a corporation without all the data points is kind of like having a car with no gas and no tires. You ain't going nowhere. But you got a court. Now you got to go figure all this out amongst all the internet gurus, and they don't know. So you get little money when you should have been moving faster. That's why they all call and ask me. Oh yeah. oh yeah. name them. There's a very few that are top of the game that I don't know that I have not taught something to, or either they're watching me. They're watching me. They call me up. Hey, Mr. Whitehead, how you doing? You know, hey, how you doing? What's going on? Yeah, you know, I was watching. I'm going to ask you about this. And then they come and teach you. No cap. All right. There's so much stuff here. All right. The correct amount of officers. On and on and on. Oh, what about you have your choice for 15-minute consultation with Dasha Riley, our trust attorney. You may have seen her when I go out to my seminars. I bring her on stage. She is a trust attorney. She is a lawyer on 2 continents. Dasha Riley is a lawyer on 2 continents. She speaks 6 languages. She's an interpreter for the U.S. courts. And she's also a heck of a trust attorney. When you get your corporation with us, you have the ability to have a 15-minute consultation about your trust. You have to protect your company. Oh, what about being able to sell our trade lines? Or going in and getting trade lines? What about you want to go to that next level where you want to learn about this stuff, where you're going in like the big boys and the big girls and learning about how to do this? $125 book. When you get your corp, you're allowed to get this stock. You don't have the corp, you can't get stock. You can't go, you are limited. What about being able to talk to
It's still don't fucking drop the damn sound.
By FINRA to assist you with your paperwork so that you can do a capital raise with private equity. And we also have a private equity firm that will match you with what you're doing. If you're technology, they have private equity investors to match you with them. Didn't know you had that, did you? You have a 15-minute consultation with Mark Jones of InvestTank, which I own a piece of, right? I'm partner in, right? And we are registered with the SEC, Securities Exchange Commission. We waited almost 2 years for that. We just got it. We just got it 3 weeks, a month ago. Approved. I don't just talk this game. I do this game. Oh, what about you want to go public? You want to be a publicly traded company. Do you know you can buy a publicly traded company just like you can buy an age corporation? It's called a shell. Not a shelf, but a shell. We sell them through our affiliates. You want to be public. Maybe you want to build a fund. That's where the big money is, and the skyscrapers. You're giving out stock in your company. Stock. You're already rich. You just didn't know it. They give you as much stock to issue out to investors as you ask for. You don't have to have livestock about all this cattle and all this. This ain't the Ponderosa. This is 2026. They give you as much stock as you want. So you can give to investors so they can give you the money to grow your company. Why do you think Costco is publicly traded? Okay, Amazon is publicly traded. Citibank is publicly traded. Elon Musk is about to be a trillionaire because he's going to be publicly traded. See, nobody's teaching you this. You can do this too. What about having a conversation with our SEC attorney, Eric Leander? I bring him on the stage. You guys probably don't recognize it when you guys come out there to see me in our seminars. Got him up there. What about a 15-minute consultation with an SEC attorney about how to proceed in going public the proper way and how to proceed in building a fund? You heard of a hedge fund? You heard of a technology fund? You heard of a real estate fund? Who is going to put you on the phone with an SEC attorney that's with us and have a 15-minute consultation on how to do this? Now, mind you, this all comes with your corporation, but don't come telling me when you get your corp, I'm ready to talk to Eric. No, you have to be ready for this. If you haven't even gotten your credit together, you got your corp going and you're building your credit and your corp, don't ask to speak to Mark or Eric because you're not ready yet. They're not the type of people that sit down and just talk to you. You got to be ready. So don't come thinking, well, that comes, it does come with your corp, but I want to force you. I want to force you to make moves so that you have something to aspire to. I'm going to get this done, so now I'm going to go to Mark when I'm ready, and then I'm going to go to this level, and then I'm going to go to this level, and this level, and this level. That's why we're doing it like that. I want you to have access to these things, but don't come talking about, I want to talk to Mark, that's what came with my card. That's false advertising. No, you don't get to talk to them until you're ready. Talk about going public and you ain't even got your corporation built yet. No, let's get this correct. Let's get this right. All right. All right. Now, if you go in, I'm going to go in, matter of fact, I'm going to go to question and answers, all right? I'm going to go to question and answers. If you go in and you want us to help you with something, I want you to put your name in and number in the chat and say, I want us to help you with this, I want to help you with that, okay? If you want us, you don't need us. I'm giving you this information. But if you want, let's say you want credit. If you want help with credit, I want you to put your name in and say credit. I want you to put your name in and say your name, your number in the DM, right? Or on here and say credit. If you want trade lines, or you want to be a trade line dealer with us, put in there your name, your number, and your name, your email, your phone number, your name and your email, and say trade line. Put it in the DM, or put it here if you're on the Zoom, put it in the Zoom. If you want, let's say the corporation, you want us to help you with the corporation, put in here corporation, name in the DM, and number, name, email, and number, and say corporation, right? We can send you out to our affiliates. Now, if you want to talk about the trust or whatever, I need to talk to Dasha now, right? You get your corporation, all that comes with it, okay? You still can talk to Dasha about your trust, okay? Now, I'm going to go to question and answers. We have a website, which is theeconomicmastery.com, and I'm going to go to question and answers right now. I'm going to get a drink of water, and I'm going to, I guess I'm going to let Louisa come on, and she's going to talk to you a little bit about, what we do, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes, all right? So my throat's going out. I'm going to get a drink of water. We're going to do question and answers. So hang in there for question and answers, all right? Okay.
I'm Louisa Gonzalez, the COO of Economic Action. You guys just heard a lot of information from Mr. Derek Whitehead. And I'm sure most of this information you have never heard on anywhere. So here's what I want to sit with you for.
Everything you just saw on
this webinar is real and it's
Mr.
repeatable.
Derek Whitehead
Mr. Derek Whitehead has figured out a process. And we put that together and packaged it up so we can hand it right to you. The only thing stopping you from where you are right now and where you need to be is access to this exact that Mr. Whitehead is talking about. And you actually putting it to use. What he's gone over today is just an overview. The strategy alone only takes you so far without the structure. So let's talk about that structure and how you can get your hands on it. So here's the truth that most people never get told. There are two ways to go work. One is out of your own pocket, grinding and saving and hoping you eventually get ahead. Then there's the way the wealthy actually do it. They learn the system of business funding, and they use it to build wealth with other people's money instead of their own. Like Mr. Whitehead always says, we don't do business to get money, we get money to do business. Now here's the catch. You can try to put this all together and let's be honest about what that really looks like. That's going to be weeks of late nights trying to figure out this process. And one wrong move on a corporate filing or a credit profile can set you back and cost you the very funding that you receive. Or you go hire it out. You go and get a corporate formation specialist, a credit professional, a funding specialist. These are three different people that are not going to work together. And they're going to each send you a separate invoice. And now you're well past $50,000 before ever touching any kind of funding. That's why we have something very special for you. To help you avoid all of that headache and fast track your way to funding. Here's everything you get, and it really comes down to two things. First, it's the seasoned shelf corporation that gets you funded, and second is access to our economic masonry university that lets you learn how to get funded over and over again. Let's start with the corporation. The corporation is the engine to the whole process. We're going to help you get a seasoned age corporation that's already built with history. The history that lenders want to see. So you're not starting from zero like a brand new business would be. But our team will just hand you a corp and wave goodbye. We hold your hand and walk you through the exact steps. The steps you need to take to ensure your corp gets maximum funding. So with your corporation, you get a few key bonuses that no one ever talks about. And it's the reason that most people get denied for funding. The first bonus is that we set up your business that way listing. That way your corporation gets published across multiple publications and shows up as a real established company. Bonus number two, we build you a custom business website. This website is built with the data points that lenders and algorithms look for. Then we cover your first year of hosting. And here's something that almost nobody tells you. Lenders check whether your business actually exists online. A dead site is a red flag. So we will show you how to get 40 to 50 real website visitors. So it looks active and credible when they check. Bonus number three is that we pay for your registered agent for 1 full year. Most people try to save money by not getting a registered agent, and this alone can get you denied for funding. Every piece of this exists for one reason, to walk you towards funding with a corp that's actually ready for it. And the whole way through, we're going to be holding your hand and showing you exactly what to do. Now here's the part that changes everything, and the real reason why people get results when they work with us. When you purchase a seasoned age shelf corp, you also get access to our economic masonry university. Because getting funded one time is good, but learning how the funding system actually works allows you to get funded again and again. And that is how you build real wealth. This is where Mr. Whitehead and his team teach you the process. Inside the community, you get direct access to Mr. Whitehead himself. Learning straight from the person who built this instead of trying to figure it out for years. Inside this community, you'll learn what it takes to get an 80 paydex. Think of an 80 paydex as having an 800 credit score. It tells lenders you're the real deal. And when your business profile is that strong, it highly increases your chances of getting approved for funding. Next,
and BEC into these slots. Also, don't forget to insert the second ELRS antenna, so it will also run under the ESC.
Nobody talks about. Plus, you'll learn how to get set up with Dun and Bradstreet the right way. So funding institutions. Now, this is a really big one. You'll learn how to
Now connect the 04 antennas and insert the unit itself into its mount.
So you show up having established business credit instead of starting from zero like most people do. Banks don't want no rookies, so we're going to set you up to look like this.
Inside the community, place the GPS in the mount with the antennas and the TLRS in the unit mount spot. Wrap the GPS wires in copper foil for additional shielding against interference.
Range from 100,000 to 2 million. When the banks see that you already have 100,000, 200,000, or even $1 million trade line on your shelf corporation, you stop looking like a risk and you start looking like an established. That's the kind of profile that will dramatically increase your chances of getting funded. Now, we're not done yet. You also get access to our Done For You templates and documents. Documents like your resolution letter, your registered agent.
Remove the S-Bus connector from the 04 unit since we're using ELRS.
For those of you who decide to work with us, there are additional bonuses inside the community.
Now that all the wires are in place, you can screw the unit into position and install the flight controller.
And the reason why we do that is because we want you to know that funding is just the beginning. And it is not the end. In this course,
connect the ESC and 04 unit via the connectors and solder the GPS and ELRS to UART 1 and 3 respectively.
To our self-paced enhancement program. So you can learn the exact steps and process required to enhance your
now everything needs to be seen. Today I'm doing this with conformal coding, but I'm also using V7000 around the connectors and buttons to prevent the coding from getting inside and flooding the context. Also, don't forget to cover the barometer before applying the coating. If coating gets inside, it will simply stop working. To tell what I've coded and what I haven't, you can use a new line. The conformal coding flows, and by the way, B7000 does too.
You'll also get access to our SEC attorney, Eric, just in case you want to go to the highest level, such as building a fund or taking your company.
And now you can see how I'm making a mistake by gluing the race wires directly to the frame. This will work, but as you may recall from the video on assembling the basher, I glued the insulation from the bottom there, since the race wires have fairly thin insulation and carbon conducts electricity well, so don't forget to additionally insulate the race wires from the drone's frame. Well, while the incorrectly glued wires are drying, let's coat the other side of the flight controller.
So I want you to think about what you're really walking away with here. You're not just getting one fundable corporation. What you're getting is an entire system to keep doing this over and over again. For the rest of your life, that's the difference.
And finally, let's solder the motor.
Versus learning a skill to get checks over and over.
Let's talk about what
this all actually is.
Normally, a seasoned
agent shelf corp would cost you $30,000.
A custom business website
plus hosting
$5,000 or more.
$5,000 or more.
Registered agent fee,
$500 a year. $500 a year. Economic Masonry University, $4,500 a year. Credit enhancement course.
The smaller holes in the plate are for 9mm screws, and the larger ones are for 11mm screws.
Mr. Whitehead's high finance connections, $30,000 or more. Access to exclusive trade lines, $10,000. Mentorship from Mr. Whitehead, $20,000 an hour. And normally, the total for all this would be.
I really like these race wires. They also need to be coated on top
Just
because
today,
it is copper and essentially it's open wire.
And it is not even 20,000. Today only, with everything we just discussed, is 10,000.
I'm checking everything again with an UV light, and let me show you the main problem with most conformal coatings. As it dries, it becomes quite hard and brittle. For example, the coating that T-Hobby offers us from the factory already has a crack. It's hard to spot and even harder to show on camera. Only by zooming in several times and turning up the contrast can you see this crack. Of course, I applied an additional coat in this spot, but the problem is that it's impossible to keep track of when these cracks appear and when this protection will stop working. With the B7000, such problems don't arise. This time, I'll fasten the entire stack simply with plastic nuts.
This price will not stay like this forever. It's gonna change very soon. This is your chance. to get access to a system that works. Before we move on, I want you to listen to what some of our past clients have to say about Mr. Derek Whitehead and economic ministry.
I made the XT30 mounted under this cutout in the frame.
Business where it needs to be, and getting the funding that we, he's taught me a lot about.
As for the ELRS antenna mounting point, everything is packed tightly here, and I think I'll redesign it in the future, but I'll remind you that all part models will be open source, with all links in the description.
Mr. Derek Whitehead and
We screw the top plate in place with 6 and 8 millimeter screws.
we just received our seed money. There's no game, no gimmicks, no scam. This program is real. With a lot of patience and faith. You guys can also get your seed money and be on your way. So
We measure out the required length of the power wires and solder the XT60 connector.
thank you guys. Much gratitude to you.
Thank you, Mr. Whitehead.
We first put the seed shrink tubing on the wires and then insert the male part into the connector itself so that nothing gets damaged by heat.
Thank you so
The
much.
proof is sitting right in front of you. And the only thing to do is to decide if you're click the link below. Click the link below. Book the call. And we'll see you on the other side.
The final touch is the battery pads. The kit includes pads for both top and bottom battery orientations. We check the contacts with a multimeter and make the first connection through a smoke stopper.
Okay. Now let's go over the question and answers.
Now, better find us online. There aren't any particular nuances in setting up this build, at least for the first tests. I'll just flash the latest firmware.
Because a lot of times the males pick up all of the energy. Let's see what we got here. And let's see. All right, how about... Doesn't look like any females are here.
Since our flight controller is flipped, on the configuration tab, you need to rotate the orientation 270 degrees in yaw and 180 degrees in pitch.
How do I do this? Joshua, okay.
On the ports tab, we'll note where everything is connected. On UART 1, we have the GPS. On the second, we have the O4 unit. And on the third, we have the ELRS. Set the maximum arming angle to 180. Skip the power and battery and failsafe tabs for now. Set the ELRS to 500 Hz.
Once you purchase the cord.
Well, if your credit is good and everything.
Set dynamic damping to 0 and disable the first gyro low-pass filter. Connect the controller and set the switches to your comfort. By the way, this is my new controller, the TL8 from Radio Master. It's quite good, but has its quirks. If you'd like a separate review on which controller to choose, let me know in the comments.
I'm being scammed. I'm being scammed, Mr. Whitehead.
On the GPS tab, set Use Galileo and set home point once. Configure the motor orientation and rotation, and that's it. If you want more details on the initial setup in Betaflight, check out these videos.
I followed the steps, went through credit, did everything, got my trade lines, got the Yes, I did that before I moved to the next step. So I was just wondering, like, I've reached out a couple times. I was just wondering if you could tell me what the process was, the time frame.
Well, the process is about 6 weeks. But where are you at the process? Do you have your registered agent form?
Yes, sir. Yes, I do.
The dry weight of this drone is 528 grams, which is pretty light for a 6-inch drone.
Yes,
I probably won't fly with these batteries, but with a 1050 milliamp hour battery, it weighs 712 grams. With a 1200 milliamp battery, 735 grams.
A couple people, last week I reached out to
with a 1400 milliamp battery, 753 grams. And then we'll move on to batteries that are more suitable for this drone. With a 1,600 milliamp hours battery, 764 grams,
Tons and tons of people, so that's why I'm here. Come on here
and with a 2,200 milliamp hours battery, 837 grams.
Take your information and
let's add the action camera mount and the action camera itself, a GoPro 11 in this case, but all modern action cameras weigh about the same, except for the new GoPro, which is of course a bit of a nightmare in terms of weight. With the action camera and the 2,200 milliamp hour battery, the weight is already 975 grams, almost a kilogram.
Can you
Let's see how it flies.
right now? How do I do that on here? Or do you go to host and panelist?
And now let's move on to the most interesting feature of this drone, the camera mounting options. First, the standard setup, front and top.
And then if you have my number, you can just text me.
And also from the bottom.
I'll send you I don't have your number. I reach
And
out
with
to
this
you
simple movement, we can mount the camera at the rear bottom.
WhatsApp. Okay.
But that's not all. There's also this kit for serious cameras.
Because of security and stuff, so it's best to.
It's sold separately and consists of a plate for mounting the battery on the bottom.
Okay, and I'll give you a call tomorrow. Okay.
A plate like this for mounting a naked Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. And a mount like this for attaching a Blackmagic Micro 4K or any other camera with a standard 1/4 inch mount.
thank you, you too.
You're excited to get scammed.
These 4 screws.
You're getting scammed, bitch.
20mm screws through the printed spaces.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So, in setting up our correct business address, I'm looking up on USPS's website.
We'll attach
and
these
I think
printed
you
feet to the
mentioned
battery
something about it can't be a commercial mail receiving agency or something.
Can't be or can be.
Should it be?
Should be a commercial address.
Okay.
And since I don't have either a naked Blackmagic or a Blackmagic Micro, I'll mount my main camera here. It's a Sony A6700 with a 10mm lens.
Like one of these mailbox companies.
Okay, so
this setup has very good balance. Let's check how much it all weighs.
Understand it. So when you go in
with a 1,600 milliampere hour battery, the weight is 1 kilogram and 441 grams. That sounds substantial, but we'll test how it flies with this camera in the next video. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Today, we'll do the first test and check the bill. Let's get right to it.
Highest zip code that you can find. Why? Thanks.
First flight with a 1,600 milliampere hour battery, no extra camera, and using 6 by 3.5 by 3 propellers from HQ props, and of course, the drone feels so light. The top speed with these props is 159 kilometers per hour. Maybe I could have squeezed out a bit more, but unfortunately, I don't have enough space in this park to fly at full throttle. It feels great in flight, even on the standard settings. To jump ahead a bit, I'll say that I kept those very same standard settings, since I tried different presets and didn't like how it flew.
When you get the address,
I still haven't figured out how to tune it, so if anyone wants to help me with the setup, feel free to reach out, either in the comments or on my Instagram. I'd appreciate your help. Of course, I ended up on the list of people who've had trouble stabilizing the new 04 Pro batches. Plus, this frame only has a hard camera mount. But this guy found a really effective solution to the problem. At least it worked for me.
If it shows no and N, then that means it is not a commercial address. So it's more likely a home or UPS box or whatever. You want it to say yes. So before you purchase that address,
I forgot to measure the hover throttle on these propellers, but it's around 22%.
And if it says Y, that's the address that's going to be good.
Now let's move on to the next propeller size, the 6045 from
Okay, now I'm looking at the stats on the website as of, I looked up a particular address and I looked it up. Now, the N and the Y, I'm not quite sure. All right, but okay, it says such and such address, Cumberland County, blah, blah, blah. It says commercial mail receiving agency, no. DPF confirmation indicator, yes.
Noise levels are about the same at low and medium throttle, but noticeably louder at full throttle. Prop wash is slightly more noticeable. Hover throttle is now just under 20%. Top speed has increased to 72 kilometers per hour.
What was the first thing?
And at the moment, these are the best props for this
Commercial
build, in
mail
my
receiving
opinion.
agency.
Of course, I haven't flown any serious freestyle here and haven't even tried. First, this is a fresh build, and I'm not used to it yet. And second, even though you can fly freestyle on this frame and the design allows for it, there's one significant drawback that could shorten this frame's lifespan. The rear part is too long. This was done for convenient component placement and the ability to mount action cameras on the bottom rear. But in freestyle, with all the crashes, this rear section won't survive. However, this drone handles minor crashes well. See for yourself.
Okay. They don't know. So does that answer your question, brother?
Yeah, it answers it now.
Now let's fly with the most aggressive propellers available today, the Azure Power 6.1 inch with a 4.5 pitch.
Hi, Mr. Whitehead. How are you doing this evening? I'm good, guys. I was trying to unmute. Sometimes I'm sorry. Oh, two Nikki Smith. I'm sorry.
The throttle here is already under 18% and the top speed is 181 kilometers per hour. Wild numbers, to be honest. I didn't expect such performance. But here, the prop wash is very noticeable and the behavior is quite twitchy, so flying wasn't comfortable.
Follow very well this evening. My notes are matching what you are saying. So honestly, I just want to say hi. I'm just tell you the truth. I want to say hi. I wanted to
Perhaps with a full load, a large camera, and a weight of 1.5 kilograms, these props would work perfectly. But for now, I'll go back to the previous setup and let's try flying with the full Action 6 and a 2,200 milliamp hour battery. And by the way, there's already a review of the A6 on my channel. You can check it out, especially if you're interested in camera settings for video recording and how I color grade the footage.
Classes, and that's just a mental distraction for me right now. But I can't stand it. So I don't have to have nobody's permission or nothing. All I gotta do is tell the truth to you. And now I've wasted your, I know I have wasted.
These old ass people. I'm gonna get a corporation. I'm selling crack. Okay, they're a little corporation.
Okay, bye for now.
I think that same scammer bit.
One for 5 on run for every time.
Hi, Mr. Whitehead. How you doing? That's awesome. Awesome. Thanks for answering.
You know what I'll say? I enjoyed flying the most with this setup. The throttle was the twitching disappeared and prop wash is practically gone too. The only downside is the increased inertia, though I wouldn't call it a downside for a 6-inch drone. You just need to know how to work with it. The hover throttle at idle hasn't changed much. It's still just under 20%, and the top speed is 167 kilometers per hour. Cruising speed is around 80 to 85 kilometers per hour at 30% throttle. And what surprised me the most is the flight time of over 7 minutes, even though I flew freestyle and tested the top speed several times, all while carrying a full action camera, a 2,200 milliamp hour battery, and a setup weighing nearly a kilo. In my opinion, the drone turned out great and is very versatile. Thanks to everyone who helped me build this drone. Thanks to Shemhal for the awesome frame. Thanks to Mepsking for the parts. Check out their website and buy everything you need for our favorite hobby at great prices. Thanks to JL's PCB. If you need anything PCB related, reach out to them. And of course, thank you to my beloved followers. Without you, none of my videos would exist. Thank you for watching, leaving comments, and sharing my videos. And this time, please leave your comments about this build. Did you like it? What did I do wrong? Or on the contrary, was everything done right and looked great? Next time we'll test this drone with a larger camera and try to unlock its full potential. And once again, thank you all for watching and see you soon.
Guidelines that you have to follow. So we have to make sure we follow those guidelines. Those things are so long until there's all kinds of things in there that we have to erase and we have to put in, and there's a lot of editing in order to make that available to you.
He down.
YouTube has a certain way. Some have to be put up this way, vertical, and some have to be put up horizontal. So there's all kinds of stuff in the back scenes in order to get that stuff available to you, and I've been doing that for free. So
His ass over here behind the
YouTube
shield.
has a certain policy.
We're not the member.
Behind the shield.
Yeah, I'm one of the members. I pay for the the little $20, $30 one or whatever.
He's
I was just
down.
noticing that.
Another one. It's another one. I'm hit.
Yeah, the one on YouTube where we pay like $25, $30 a month, but we get the recordings from these webinars every week, every Tuesday and Thursday. I just noticed that they haven't been on there the last subscription. Thank you, Miss Kristen.
The subscription.
No, Mr. Whitehead, the subscription is specifically on YouTube. It's a YouTube subscription that he's talking about.
Maintain control of the fight.
I think we need to switch you over to the school. Anybody that has the subscription, switch you over to the school.
Like, dude, what's happening?
And then all those will be up and running, I believe, in the school. So hang in there, give us about a week or whatever, and we'll switch you over to school. We have a lot more than just that.
Mr. Lee, they're changing over our system, so as Mr. Whitehead said, wait for the
paying this nigga. I'll be paying these motherfucking scammers. You nigga a fucking scamming ass nigga. Scamming ass nigga. It's $20 niggas. Scamming ass nigga. Niggas be thinking scamming, bro. Motherfucker, goddamn, them crackers taught everybody how to scam, and now everybody running with that shit. Niggas like, man, I'm on to scam. I'm trying to get my scam on.
Discontinue the subscription if it's already on there. Just want to cancel the subscription.
Dog, no, duh, nigga. You should have never brought it.
This machine freaking does it all. It is awesome. Can it really handle all of your training? Dude, I got this thing about 6 months ago. The Gym Monster 2 has radically. So if you want to have strength, if you want to have convenience, if you want to have
why not?
I mean, this thing, if I push this button and fold this up, I don't even know if you can see this while I'm on the screen. It folds up to where it just is right here. Yeah, wheels, I can move it anywhere. It's literally, it's fantastic. So, number one, as a guy, the first thing you're probably thinking, is this thing going to be...
Mr. Whitehead, next person is Mo.
Yes, it will. Yeah. So you can crank this puppy up all the way over to...
How you doing, Mr. Whitehead?
10 pounds.
Well, I have an associate, right? I'm affiliated already to your program, but I have an associate, right? They have a tech company that they're trying to raise some venture capital, and I don't really know how to help them. So I don't know if I can send them somebody for your company to put something together to help them raise. They did one seed round of $1.5 million. They have a seed for been in business 3 years, and it's a tech company.
Guys think about, well, what about for bench press? What about for rows, things of that nature? It's heavy. It's not the typical...
No, this nigga Money Booty trying to dump one of them motherfucking C19s in there. Hold that shit, motherfucker.
You can raise these up and down.
Where the hell is my squadron doing, nigga? Y'all not built right. Y'all not built for it tough.
There's a way where I can create
here, I'll show you where you can set it up to where it's on a...
Not to be shooting, aiming and shooting, shooting and moving. Headshot, aim for the head. Headshot, blow the head off. Put the head in there while carbon beam, knock his head off.
Showing you all the different exercises that you can do.
Carbon beam, knock his head off. Try to get away from me. Make a stand off. Hit him in his spine. Let his head, knock his little head off. You might be trying to pull her hair and shit like bitches. You can tell y'all right now, you should pull your hair while we fighting, and I'm gonna blind your eyes out. That's my goal. That's my soul, bro.
Oh, well, there's a crash.
Oh my soul.
This is crazy.
Oh my soul, nigga. You try to pull on my hair while we fighting, and I'm gonna gouge your eyeballs out. I'm going straight for the eyeballs, and I'm gonna dig my finger. I swear to God, I'm gonna pop your eyeballs open like a fucking grape. Like a fucking grape. I'm gonna pop your eyeballs out of your eye and into your face. I'm gonna pop your eyeballs out of your face. You grab my hair, I'm gonna pop your eyeballs. And you're gonna be blind forever, because I'm gonna push until I feel squishiness. Swear to God, I'm gonna dig your my gouge your nose out.
A super interesting build, something I've never done.
I'm gonna pop your eyeballs out of your face, bro, till I hear you scream. Till I hear you scream. You fucking try to pull my hair while we fighting, and I'm gonna gouge your eyeballs out.
This is the HD LRC. This is a 5-inch.
Man, money booty crazy, bro. This nigga crazy. You try to fucking pull my hair, and I'm gonna pop your eyeballs out of your fucking face, bro. Every time I see a fucking fight video like that, and I see motherfuckers grabbing motherfuckers' hair like they are girls and shit, I'm gonna grab your face and I'm gonna poke your eyeballs out. I'm going straight for the eyeballs. I'm going straight for your eyeballs. Where my shooters at? I need shooters front side. Front side, west north. There you go. Front side, west north, west north, west north. Whoa, my man down, marine down on PP12. Well, this nigga making up shit. He making up shit. Like, goddamn, marine down, bomb available on C9512. C995. He making up shit. Somebody get this nigga. This must be late at night. This must be getting late. He just making up shit now. This is the Money Booty Show. By the way, you all are on live television, and I'm recording everything you do. Goddamn it, I'm a fucking goddamn. This is going on TV. You goddamn, anything you can say will be held against you in the court of law. You have the right journey. If you cannot afford a journey, what will be provided to you? You have the right to remain silent. Nigga Money Buddha.
I bought these. They were like 15 a piece, I think. So pretty good price on
Do you understand your rights? Do you understand what I read to you right now? Do you understand your rights?
But this is going to be super lightweight, so it'll be fine. Also, these are a T-mount prop, so this is like a 1.5.
Scamming ass niggas. Hit him right there. I heard him. Aw, man, how'd you die going around the backside? Multiple bogeys. Scamming ass niggas.
For the receiver,
did this nigga just say monkey? Call nigga a monkey? Nigga just said monkey. I don't use that monkey word around me, nigga. Damn, get your eye poked out.
Two separate actual drivers for the receiver. This is pretty nice. Decent price on this for being diversity. It does come with the antennas, which is fantastic, and it comes with wires. So this is an awesome set here for the price. I usually try to run diversity on anything I can, especially the bigger quads where maybe I might get out further. But and beta FPV great stuff. So express receiver here. The frame also did come with some extra parts here. So it comes with 2 battery straps. That's awesome. Very nice.
The rich and the famous. They're always complaining.
These are kind of little silicone.
Always complaining.
Where the camera mounts. So that'll
if money's such a problem, then why do they have it? Think we should rob them. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that punk rock?
All soldered on one board. I'll show you later, but this basically slips in the back end of the quad and gives you a nice.
Lifestyle of the rich and the famous. Well, I just jammed myself into the fucking wall.
Video system, we are
Batman have a white man's fucking mixtape. They about to drop a mixtape. They're gonna drop a mixtape. Trapper die, motherfucking trapper die.
Some digital for recording or just clarity purposes when you're flying, but this time's a little bit different. So we also have this.
Damn, multiple shooters. I need high caliber ammunition on the main route. Give me high caliber ammunition. I need goddamn where my shooters at. Pull up full automatic. I need full automatic shooters on the goddamn west side of the Western Palm Beach. One down on Palm Beach.
They've melted in these, I don't know, like these little.
Lifestyle, the rich and the famous.
Never use this. I don't know.
Right there, they on Palm Beach. They on Western Palm Beach.
So next question.
There you go, pick that shit up.
Thank you so much, sir.
This aluminum. This is actually aluminum. This back.
One down, two down. West, I'm with you. West on Palm Beach. They west on Palm Beach.
So this screws down. Hello, can you hear me? This thing will mount to the quad and it gives you a wider.
Western Palm Beach. I'm riding through on Western Palm Beach on Riverdale. I'm on Riverdale. He should get on Grand Theft Auto before it's too late. I used to be on that bitch. I'm on Western Palm Beach.
So the first thing I always like to do.
259 in Westwood. I'm over here in goddamn motherfucking Western Palm Beach. Goddamn speeder. We got him, speeder, drunk driver. This nigga drunk driving out. You don't get this nigga. They should have fucking police. I didn't get to fucking enjoy that as much as I wanted to. I did not get to enjoy that as much as I wanted to, bro. I waited so long for them to put police cars in Grand Theft Auto, and then I wasn't even playing the game like that.
Most people aren't doing that, so it's easy to just.
I waited years. I waited years for fucking police cars, and then when they dropped that update, I got fucking like 2 of the cop cars, and I didn't even get to really drive around. I shot 1 music video with that jump, and that was it. I was supposed to ride around under that bitch. And they dropped like 4, 5 cop cars, and I didn't get like any of them. I got like 1 jump. I got the Crown Vic and the undercover jump. I didn't get the fast jump, the highway patrol jump. I ain't get none of them jumps like I was supposed to.
Now the cool thing is when they say
lifestyle of the rich and the famous.
this USB port, so when we plug into the computer,
they waited so long to drop them cop cars, dog. Like they waited years, bro. Like I still don't understand why that's why I'm not really gonna buy the new Grand Theft Auto, bro. I'm gonna wait. They gotta show me some gameplay. Yeah, I mean, cause they really being slick. It's just like buying drugs. I don't buy drugs unless I smell it first. I need to know that shit pierced. I need to know that shit's unpierced. You just don't motherfucking give me no fake straight drop. That shit's some straight drop dog food. And they trying to get a nigga to pre-order some shit he ain't even seen the gameplay. How you got pre-orders out and the goddamn nigga and nobody even seen what the game looked like? He ain't even showed. Nigga, all you seen was a Spanish bitch. All we seen was a Spanish bitch and a white boy. And nigga trying to get me to pay $100 for a Spanish bitch and a white boy. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up out here on Blood Gang. On Blood Gang, you got we spawning on you. Stay out of trouble. Spawning on you. This bullshit. They don't let you spawn on the guy with the bomb.
Alright, so I've actually made a slight mistake.
What kind of fucking nigger ass shit is that, bro? Dumbass crackers, bro. You fucking white people make me sick sometimes. But you fucking do some shit like that and you got the bomb, but the team can't spawn on the guy with the bomb and he already at the damn spot. What kind of shit is this? Headshot, nigga. Red dot, headshot. Plant the bomb, 2599. Plant the bomb, Westwood. This is Westwood and Clark. Where's my squadron? Come on, squadron.
What this is
Plant the bomb, squadron.
RX3, TX3,
registered
5 volts in the ground.
Come on, squadron. We was right at the goddamn location, bro. Y'all sitting over there trying to play this shit like a team deathmatch and shit. This shit is fucking plant the bomb, nigga. Search and destroy. Turn that this way. Hear the sirens so loud. Surgeon, I got the bomb now. Buddy Boo got the bomb now. It's almost like football. It's almost like football where you got a motherfucking goddamn, you know what I mean? Boy, I'm about to fucking score the touchdown. Money Boo about to score a touchdown. Touchdown, Money Boo. Touchdown, hold on, Money Boo didn't score that touchdown.
Okay, do the registered agent I had work out of Wyoming and Pennsylvania?
Unite your team. Ignite your brand.
Where was my team at? Come on, bro. I just killed like 5 people, bro. Where was the team at, bro? Y'all some fucking weak, worthless ass crackers, bro. Y'all see me run the fucking bomb all the way to the damn checkpoint and you don't fucking follow behind me? You dumbass motherfucking crackers.
And actually was
Goddamn dumbass crackers, bro. You see me fucking goddamn scoring the bomb, bro.
You know, I'll do a 3-set.
You dumbass crackers, bro.
I'll do the rest off.
Always trying to do what you want to do. Fucking filthy ass crackers. And then they keep spawning me in these weird ass positions on the map, which is like annoying.
Thank you for teaching and thank you for being here.
Nigga, I ain't thanking that nigga for shit. Fuck a nigga dick. Well, I got the bomb now. Money Buddha got the bomb again. I was on the move. Money Buddha had the bomb, nigga. What are y'all doing? Go up onto the bomb. What are y'all doing, man? I'm a fucking special ed, bro. What the fuck don't you understand what the fuck is going on, bro? They gonna fucking score and win the game, bro. This was the game point. Dumbass crackers.
See what we can do for our negative here.
You can go in and if you have a proper trade line,
beautiful.
Man, that's game.
So
that's fucking game, bro. You niggas threw the game, bro. Y'all worthless motherfucking crackers. Threw the game, bro.
That's alright. We got the frame separated out. This bottom end is literally just a single piece of carbon. I already put the battery mat on the bottom. Like I said, it's like a racing drone, so you're gonna have this up top, the battery's gonna go on bottom. I don't necessarily love that because when you're skimming the ground real close and you skip and hit the ground, your battery's going first. This is a 25 stack, so it only fits 25 by 25. You can see the mounting holes here, and obviously this is our USB.
Then I don't even get no fucking point for that shit. Then I don't even give you no points for this weak ass shit. Weak ass game mode. How many kills I get? I'm gonna say, I feel like if you get under 10 kills, you don't get a point. You only get a point if you get 10 kills. Wow.
A moment of silence, please.
This will slide into, so that slides in there and is captured in the frame.
Thank you so much.
And then it sits out the back like that, so that when you bolt it up, you've got your extra.
This nigga said that's right. Yeah, put your money first.
You know, plug in whatever. So you have to keep.
No, yeah, bitch, you next, bitch.
Battery cable.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's under my email address. My name is Shantae.
Like I said, USB off the side.
Hey, you've been served. You've been served, man.
Stuff. This will be on here. This will be in the back.
Okay, so
and the battery leads will go from here to here. So
I had a
be like 3 millimeters long.
for one of my patients.
Nobody cares. I don't give a damn about none of that, bitch. Nigga, goddamn, bitch.
I got this
every Tuesday and Thursday
Nah, bitch, we do it every Monday and Wednesday.
Different length screws,
Okay, because I really need
These
to help.
Fucking twat, bitch. He don't want to help you. Then you gonna get some help, bitch. You gotta suck something. You gotta suck it, bitch.
So I have two facilities right now.
Ah, bitch.
Open and they're running and they're doing good. I have all of my patients and everything covered by Kaiser here in California. Having issues with is I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to expand.
So get some money in advance, bitch.
I've been doing corporations.
We will slide that down.
How you gonna grow in advance, bitch? You got two of them, get a third one. Get the third one the same way you got the second one, bitch. What's the problem?
I had like 8 corporations that I used to do when I had a trucking
Oh, bitch, man. I'm about to turn that shit off, boy. These questions be annoying as shit, bitch.
Plenty of room, plenty of camera, cable length.
Shut up, bitch.
A year and a half ago.
Shut up, bitch.
So now
Bitch, shut up.
and we're just kind of trying to build generational wealth.
Oh my god, bitch, shut up. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Turn this shit on. Oh my god, shut up. That bitch is shut up. Women be annoying as fuck, bro. Bitches be fucking running their fucking mouth, bro. I swear to God.
It'll work out good like that. So now that we have this set up like this,
A bitch just be talking that shit.
motors bolted up on the
A bitch hear another bitch say something, then she wanna say something. We don't shut up, bitch.
we'll tin the wire ends.
Nobody cares.
And we'll solder them to the boards. We'll get the motors on.
Nobody cares, Lisa. Lisa, no one.
I was just gonna say this last one to show you kind of what we got going on. There's only
Let me turn that shit off. I cannot hear that shit. That shit made my blood boil.
definitely using some
Shut up.
blocker, some blue.
Bitches be talking that shit.
Loctite.
Shut up, bitch. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a fucking rat's ass what you're trying to do, bitch.
Set the motor next to it. You see how that's basically flush with the motor mount? You know, if it goes a little bit further through, that's not a big deal. But you don't want it going through and touching these windings here.
No
If you have
shit.
a motor screw that's way too long and goes through and
No
touching
shit,
these
bitch.
windings, you're gonna have a short.
Everybody just literally says the same shit. There's like no new thought. Like, that's why you guys watch the Money Booty Show. Because I'm like the last original motherfucker that you've ever heard. Like, what the fuck, bro? Nobody cares. No one cares, Ricky.
You want to cinch these up pretty good, not too tight, because you know you've got a steel screw.
It must be getting late. I'm getting cranky.
It's always a steel screw.
I'm getting fucking cranky, buddy, blue, bro.
Mount on the motor.
I can't even get 2 fucking little dumbass battle points because Battlefield decides to be a weak ass motherfucking nigger. And motherfucking goddamn, they want you to fucking buy points for some shit that they know is supposed to be free. Dirty ass crackers always trying to get some money off of somebody. Dumbass crackers. You get no money, bitch. You get no money from me, cracker.
And then we'll get those soldered up. So I'm going to show you one example.
Oh.
Cutting these, tinning them, getting them soldered.
I'm over here watching X-Files.
And then we'll move on from there. I like to run my motor wires flat on the arm. We'll kind of line them up. We've got 3 motor wires, right? And typically, like, once it's done, they'll get taped down. I'll use, like, electrical tape or whatever. Now, if you've never built a drone before, it doesn't matter which pad that the wire goes to, you know, because you can change direction of the motor, and you can tell Betaflight which motor is where later on. Once it's done, it doesn't matter.
Bro, they got fucking claymores in the building, bro.
3 of these pads in orientation, it doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
As long as you have all 3 of these motor wires
Damn
into
it.
one set of drivers to pads, right? You can't have 2 wires here and then one split off and go to a different. That's not gonna make sense, right? But I don't think I'm gonna trim this one. Put a little bit of solder on the end of our tip here. Grab this. Melt it in.
Is in there. That's something. Shit wrong. I do be thinking somebody cheating, bro. Like, how did he know to go right there and turn and look right at me?
cut this.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be careful.
He didn't look to the left. He didn't look. He just literally came look right at me.
It's much harder to add to it.
Because they some fucking cheating ass niggas.
Pinch with our fingernail, we can just grab a little bit, rip the
Yeah, this is my last match on that shit. I might play one more if this shit gives me my point.
A whole lot. You want it to be basically the same size as the pad you're soldering it to. If you strip any of the wire back, you're gonna have to re-tin that. So we'll kind of stick that down, re-tin this, get a little bit of solder on that, and melt this one.
Nothing is everything.
It's not perfect, but it's not terrible. We get a little bit of a spiky on there, so this, you know, there wasn't much but that's all right.
I'm trying to climb through the window. And fucking shit gets hung up on the window.
A little bit off the end of this wire. Use our fingernail and just kind of strip a little bit back, just enough. And kind of tin this. Now we have one motor done. It looks okay. I mean, I think they'll be totally fine. And then
give me my
once
point.
we have everything done, basically,
Alright, we're gonna play one more.
we will get these.
Let's play one more, man. When we're done with the night. The night is done. Final match. Money Buddha, final match.
Because they won't block that. So that's kind of how I'm going to run the wires. So we've got all of our motors.
Everybody say it with me. Shut the fuck up, Lisa.
Some of these are really
Shut up, Lisa. Shut the fuck up. Shut up, bitch, Lisa. Shut the fuck up. I'm just trying to dinner, and I am. Nobody care what you got, bitch. Hope you lose it all. I hope it all crashes down and you end up a meth head. Hope you end up a fucking meth head, you fucking lame.
Some wires, antennas, whatever.
Hey,
We're gonna get the pads on this tin real quick, and then we'll take these wires and we will solder these wires to the receiver or the board, the flight controller, and we'll get the receiver all wired up.
Hey. Well, that's like 20 matches, 30 matches, 40 matches. 40 matches and then, I mean, we can try to get to, that's all we looking to get, really.
Oh, just a race down the most dangerous mountain on the planet through a cave of crushing boulders. That's all. Challenge accepted.
Bring the heat and win that Champions Cup.
Come on, Tiger Shark, show these trucks what a real predator.
This is the Caillou Loin, a beast of a 7-inch quad I've been building for a little while, and this has quite a cult following because of Platty FPV, who does some of the most insane aggressive mounting freestyle I've seen, and also some really cool drift chase videos. And in this video I'm going to show you how to build one of these step by step with DJI O4 Pro. I'm also going to do future videos with this. I'm going to show you how to install LEDs to your quad to make it easier to see, and another video to show you the process of how to set up a GPS for return to home, which I'm going to be doing for the first time in the future. I'm going to do a load more videos of me exploring cinematic FPV / mountain surfing and longer range stuff with this quad specifically. So please consider subscribing and hit that bell icon if you want to see and be notified of that when it comes. Before we get into the build video, let me show you how this thing flies because it is very smooth and very fast.
Hey, this is bothering me. Y'all fucking using that battery. That be the problem. Y'all be trying to fly too fast with that bit. Give me a nice clean 40 mile an hour. 50 mile an hour.
Vistaprint helps bring your ideas to life, exactly as you imagined them. Turn what if into wow, with design tools that are as easy as drag, drop, and done. Get real human support when and where you want. And find
How do you fucking see me right there, bro?
bro. Just think it, click it, and print it with Vistaprint. Because no matter what, we're here to make it possible. Print your possible with 20% off your first order at Vistaprint.com.
There are trucks, and then there's the Sierra with employee pricing for everyone. With the capability to handle what life throws your way. That's the GMC Sierra. Leading where it matters most. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Celebrate Independence Day with employee pricing for everyone on all GMC Sierra 1500 models. With 0% APR, that's over $30,000 total value on this Sierra.
I'm about to get rid of this gun. If I fucking lose one more trade-off, I'm fucking done with this.
For this build, and you are going to need a Caillou Frames Caillou Loin 7-inch frame. This thing is pretty big. You're also going to need a DJI O4 Pro or whatever camera unit that you're going to use. I'm going to be using this T-Hobby stack, which is the F7 SE flight controller, and the ESC is a Velox V70 Amp SE, which is rated for 8S, but I'm just going to be using this for 6S. For motors, I'm going to be running the T-Hobby F90 1300 kV. This is a 6S motor. I've always wanted to try these. They are pretty huge.
Climbing up that ladder as slow as he wants to.
For this build, I'm going to be using the HQ 7-inch by 3.5 by 3 props. And I'm going to be using something new for this build. Instead of using the RP1 that I normally use, I'm going to be using an RP4 receiver, which is going to give me dual antennas, true diversity for any of those kind of more long-range flights. And just because of the size of this frame, I've got 2 Radio Master antennas with 95mm cables on there because it's going to be a bit of a reach.
Right, bro, I'm fucking. These fucking sweaty fucking nubs. Let's pray to God they give me my fucking point, bro, so we can wrap this up tonight.
And to mount the antenna, I've got this coaxial cable, which is a UFL to SMA female. It's about 5 centimeters long. That was gonna be the case. Parts you need. I'm going to use this double cap mount, and it also comes with a beeper slot there for a V-Fly finder.
These assholes only give you enough points for fucking.
Which actually sticks outside the frame. It means
fucking 100 and something points and shit don't do a damn thing.
Protects the camera a lot more, but you get the frame in view, and this one has like a nice little ELRS antenna on the top. I'm going to use this GPS.
Oh, this bitch a medium.
Antenna are at a 45-degree angle.
What the fuck is that shit called, a medium?
Secondary ELRS antenna mount, which kind of sticks out of the frame, which you'll need as well. And for the arm guards,
no, fuck you and your accent. So your baby's an alien.
styling this frame.
Somebody snatch that bitch.
The Caillou build guide says that the DJI O4 Pro camera has a cable that is long enough to reach the front.
Somebody snatch that bitch, baby.
One of these 220mm cables to replace it with.
I already care about your baby.
I'm going to be running a dual cap setup, and I'm going to be using 2 Rubicon 1000 microfarad capacitors on this build. And I recently discovered these, which are waffle caps. These go on top of the capacitor and makes it so much easier to solder together. So I'm going to be using a couple of these as well. You don't need these.
You can half breed. See, look, it's half breed. Motherfucking half breed.
Way easier.
Fucking muggles. That's what they done to our race. They got half breeds making more half breeds. And now, before you know it, everybody fucking high yellow. Everybody's gonna be this high yellow color like it used to be in the fucking Rome.
Standoffs as well. Just
there's all these fucking half breeds.
Make sure you can attach those standoffs.
All these nigger ass half breeds every goddamn where.
8mm, but 6mm.
What the fuck?
I'm going to be using this V-Fly Finder 2, which has its own battery, so it keeps beeping even after a battery eject. Let's get into the tools that you're going to need, and you're going to need a few screwdrivers. Mine is kind of a multi-screwdriver, and you're going to need a 2.5mm. I don't know why that's not focusing right now, but that's 2.5mm hex. You're going to need a 2mm hex and a 1.5mm hex as well. You're going to need some tweezers. I like these angled ones, but use whatever you have. You're going to need a soldering iron with a larger head. This is a chisel tip, and I've also got another tip which is a bit finer as well, which allows me to kind of get in smaller places too. You're going to need some solder, and I like this TBS solder because it has flux already built, and it lasts ages as well. You're going to need some snips to cut some wires. You're going to need some tape. Now you can use electrical tape. I like this fabric tape because it doesn't tear as easily. And I'm also going to use a smoke stopper. This isn't a necessity, but I would recommend that you get it. Also not a necessity, but I like to use this heat gun for and also a multimeter just to test everything is working fine. You want one with this kind of audio setting as well.
So, what do you think of Gravity Zone? Beyond prevention, we have detection and response built in.
But what if we didn't have Gravity Zone?
Leave it with me.
Oh my God, this nigga fucking jumped over to the side.
Gravity Zone makes this way too easy.
School is back, and Dick's has the hottest trends everyone loves. From Adidas, Burst, and SP Movement. Plus, most wanted brands like Nike, DSG, and Jordan. It's never been easier to sport style.
And before I forget, you're also going to need a crosshead or Phillips screwdriver. Okay, let's get into the build, and first we need to unwrap the frame. And this frame is pretty big, as you can see from here. We've got all of the standoffs and extra parts over to the side here, but these arms are absolutely huge. They're at 8mm, and there's no flex in them whatsoever. Okay, so let's just move some of these bits out of the way for now so we can get on with the frame build. Okay, so you want to take the stack screws, which are these long countersunk ones that come with the frame. Don't use the ones that come with the stack, as they don't have the countersunk screws which fit the frame perfectly. And you're also going to want 4 of these locking nuts as well, which all come with the frame. So on this plate, just make sure that you've got the countersunk screws facing outwards, and then what we're going to do is put one of these screws through this hole here, and then we're just going to take one of these nuts and screw that onto the other side, just to kind of lock it in place. Okay, and we're just going to hand tighten that in, and now we're going to do the same for the other 3 screws. Okay, so once that's in place, you're going to see these large socket head screws, and these are going to be going in through the arm, through the front 2 plates as well, and then there's this kind of weird washer thing, which you should have a few of those packed with it. So you're going to take a plate without the screws in it and start fitting the arms in this shape. They kind of go in one way and they kind of all lock together in a specific kind of pattern. The flat sides go towards each other back to front like this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab one of those screws and we're going to put that into the washer and then push this through the arm and that bottom plate like this. And we're going to do the same for the other 2 bolts along that arm as well to screw some of these in. And once that's done, you can turn that over and you can see the screws coming out here. So you can take the top plate now and you're going to kind of offset that like this, and then we're going to take a screwdriver and then you're just going to screw that into the other plate, as that has locking nuts in it already. Now you're going to take another arm and we're going to go through the same process, but we're just going to slide that arm in, and then you're just going to do the same with this arm and the other 2 arms. And when you're done, you should have something that looks like this, and just put a little bit in the arms. You can feel if there's anything loose. If there is, just tighten it up a little bit, but this is pretty solid. Okay, next we're going to add some of the standoffs. So you're going to take some of the smaller, shorter screws, and then you're going to grab the short standoffs, and these are going to go towards the back of the frame here. And we're just going to screw these in one by one. And we're going to do the same for 3 short standoffs as well. We'll take these ones and just add them into position right here. And once you've done that, you should have something that looks like this. And now we want to take the longer standoffs and add them into this front section here. So we're going to just grab slightly longer screws, push those through, get it in the hole. That's what she said. And we're just going to screw that standoff onto the top. And we're going to do the same for 3 as well. And although we're putting these standoffs in at the moment, we are probably going to have to remove these a little bit later on just to add some of the 3D prints in. But it's always nice.
When y'all are camping in the back of the fucking map and they're fucking pushing us back further, fucking push up forward.
Okay, so now take your TGI 04 Pro unit, and I'm just going to use a 1.5mm hex driver, and then just undo these 4 screws on the bottom of the case. And that's going to give you access to the inside, but please be very careful when you take this apart because there is a ribbon cable that is attached. So just gently open that up. And then you're going to take a pair of tweezers, and we're just going to remove these 2 antenna cables. You just want to kind of grab around them, wiggle them a little bit, but pull up rather than side to side, and they will just come off. Be very careful doing this because you could rip off the UFL pad. Ask me how I know. Take the 2 SMA cables and don't do what I did and stick these into the GPS 3D print yet. Ignore that I've done this. We'll do that a little bit later on because you're going to have to remove them again. And we're just going to add these into the 2 UFL ports right here. Again, please don't put this into the GPS mount right now because I had to remove these a little bit later on and then reinstall it in the video. You'll see why later on. As you're putting these in, you kind of just place it on top and then push down, and you'll hear a click when it goes into place. Sometimes these can be a little bit fiddly, but a bit of pressure and it will kind of just click right there.
Building something great takes more work than anyone realizes. Writing the code, making the right plan, thinking of all the edge cases, testing every detail before it ships, and being there the moment something goes wrong. The best work has always come in great teams. Now, every engineer has a team.
Niggas camping in the back of the map, bro.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape. You can plan, customize, and expand in any direction. From tools built for one, to platforms ready for many. From passion projects to enterprise-grade systems. Everything is built in and ready to launch. It's a new world of creation.
Wanna give me my fucking final point, bro.
Can you imagine it?
There we go.
Dream a reality.
Alright, we're done with the map. I can't say anything.
Don't do this.
Alright, boys and girls, this is the Money Buddha Show. Hope you all enjoyed the fucking stream. I'm getting cranky.
Tiny little bolts. In fact,
I'm gonna get me the last for my motherfucking,
depending on where you're from in the world.
last for my sweet tea. I'm gonna drink my last of my sweet tea and watch some self-work and go to bed.
Really tiny as well, so please.
Well, we got that. I'll be getting dumbass stuff tomorrow.
Otherwise, if you lose use one of those. It's really
And
powerful.
then we'll get our Batman fucking thing, and then
Okay, and
carnivore call, whatever that. That's stupid. When this guy,
back end of the camera there.
he's kind of stupid. The smaller fucking plate carrier, fucking all this exposed area, because they don't tell nobody anything about how war works.
This camera cable right here, we're gonna kind of just.
There's only like one character before we go. Just so y'all, where is he at?
And you can see the
there's like one motherfucker.
Place on both sides. So rather than trying to do
right here, this guy. Like, no, it's not him. One of these guys, but he's got a good one too.
Lift.
But it's one of these fucking characters that needs to work.
On that side, and then we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Please be careful when you do this. You don't want to rip the board off as well.
There's one motherfucker on here, bro.
Just within this section,
right here.
There's a little rubber piece.
This guy.
So we're just going to use a pair of tweezers to take that rubber.
He's like the only one that actually has proper like mil-spec armor, in my opinion. He's got the crotch protection. His fucking armor goes to his waistline. He's got the throat protection.
Now, what you can do is,
you know what I mean? He's like the only one that looks fucking semi-prepared to fucking go to war. You know what I mean? He's actually really he need that butt protection too. He need a flap. He needs a flap in the back. Then he need the leg armor. If you look at that armor that they got in Russia, bro, they got the whole ship going. Trying to see anybody got the what I'm talking about.
So what we're going to do is detach the ribbon cable just so that we've got a little bit of easier access. I'm just going to use a pair of tweezers and just...
I kind of wish I got one of these gas mask characters when they were hot.
Same as what we just did for the camera. We're going to take a pair of tweezers and we're just going to pull on the little...
But yeah,
on this
that's it. Money Buddha.
Just to release
the Money Buddha show. Not the Money Buddha show, but the Money Buddha show. And just like that, we out.